time of year, you never know what Mother Nature has planned. Be ready for it in a 4x4 truck or sport utility from Denny Menlo Toyota. Shop a great selection of go-in-the-snow 4x4s and all-wheel drives, domestics, and imports. Plus, the area's best selection of used Toyotas and Toyota Certified Pre-Owned. Get financing as low as 4.99% APR for up to 72 months on certified pre-owned, including RAV4s. See us at Denny Menlo Toyota or DennyMenloToyota.com.
Lucky for us, life is full of choices, big and small. They define us, make us who we are. And when it comes time for you to choose, a car, home, your next big adventure, or start a new business, Farmers Union Insurance has the variety of coverage options to protect each perfect moment. Farmers Union Insurance. Contact your local Farmers Union Insurance agent today.
Futures aren't made by accident. They're dreamt, they're planned, they're discovered. At Northern State University, futures are the result of hard work and grit. NSU is an academic powerhouse with a spirit of exploration and genuine support, where professors know your name and push you to discover what you're truly capable of. But don't take our word for it. When you experience Northern, you'll see the difference here.
When you ask for Black Hills Surgical Hospital, you ask for someone who believes in hospitality. You ask for someone who treats everyone like a VIP and believes the absolute best shouldn't cost more and makes you feel comfortable, even when you are vulnerable. You ask for someone who cares about the little things as much as the big things. You ask for someone who treats you like you are loved, because you are. Black Hills Surgical Hospital. Ask for us by name.
The innocence of youth. Is there anything any better? But soon they'll be in high school and facing all the same challenges you faced. How to make friends, how to fit in, how to be cool. We want our children to have everything they'll need to live fulfilling and productive lives. Make sure the kids in your family are among the more than 57,000 participants here in South Dakota who take part in high school sports or activities.
At Dakota Discount RV, our mission is to make your RV experience fun and easy by providing quality recreational vehicles, competitive pricing, and professional sales and service. We're proud to offer the finest names in RVs. Our big inventory of fifth wheels, travel trailers, and toy haulers allow us to save customers thousands of dollars compared to most dealers. Come see us at either of our two locations, 3330 East Mall Drive, Rapid City, or 11200 JB Road, exit 48, Somerset.
Community banking should be kind of personal. That's because there's no one-size-fits-all when it comes to you. Fortunately, Security First Bank gets that. And that means you get more, too, like online tools, in-person expertise, and tailored banking solutions for your family or business. So, from balanced budgets to bucket lists, we're the bank for all you're doing. Security First Bank.
How do we solve our patients' hard-to-solve medical problems? Our doctors and specialists collaborate, sharing their vast knowledge and Mayo Clinic's unique expertise. It's this working together that helps solve our patients' hard-to-solve medical problems. Monument Health, proud member of the Mayo Clinic Care Network.
Things were a little different back in 1979, but at McKee Ford, our approach to customer service hasn't changed. We're a family-owned and operated dealership with a commitment to respect and integrity. See us on the Big Ford Corner or online at McKeeFord.com.
At McKee Ford, we've got it. F-Series, Super Duty, Rangers, and Mavericks. All with up to $14,485 off MSRP.
See us on the Big Ford Corner or online at McKeeFord.com.
Great news. I just got the State Farm Personal Price Plan on our home and auto insurance.
You told our agent about my thing for romance novels?
No, you don't have to get that personal. Our agent just helped me choose affordable options to create a personalized price just for us.
Oh, sweet. Then you won't believe the love triangle Jen is in now.
Contact me, State Farm agent Scott Carlson, to create your personal price plan today.
Prices vary by state. Options selected by customer. Availability and eligibility may vary.
Pests don't wait, and neither should you. At Olson's Pest Technicians, we've been protecting homes and businesses for over 55 years. From bats in attics to rodents in walls, ants in kitchens, stubborn bedbug infestations, even swarms of mosquitoes. We've seen it all, and we handle it all. With expert technicians, ethical treatments, and service across South Dakota, Nebraska, and Iowa, you can count on Olson's to get the job done right. Contact us today at Olson's Pest Technicians. Family owned, community trusted.
Good afternoon and welcome to GoRaidersLive.com. We're back with more Raider basketball action. In just a moment, we'll tip off for the girls varsity, where they'll face the visiting Sioux Falls Jefferson Cavaliers. Before that, though, let's get into some time we had with some of the Raider players before the game. We were able to catch up with the 8th grader Marley Sioux and the junior Haley Falcon. So let's tip it off with visiting with Marley, and I asked her, what coming off senior night, what the senior support meant to such a young player. Even though she's an 8th grader, this is her second year with the group, and this is what Marley Sioux had to say about the senior leadership for the girls program.
Last night was a really big win for us. It was like a statement game, and just with it being senior night, I think we had a lot of energy, and the seniors play a really big leadership role, and they always just have so much confidence in me, and they really helped me throughout the game. And I would just say I really wanted to make that game special for them and perform well so that we could all get a great team win.
And so a very mature, articulate answer for an 8th grader, but, really was able to share her perspective on how the senior support has helped her get into her role. And we talked further about that. I kind of asked Marley what it took for her, to grow into a more important role, more minutes, more intention going down to her in the paint. And this is what she had to say about developing confidence in her varsity role.
I think last year, getting some varsity experience really helped me ease my way into this year, especially with playing such a big role. And I would just say, easing into the game, it took a lot from myself, mentally, and also from my teammates, just for the support there. And I would say that they really helped me this year. I just know playing on the floor that they're really supporting me and cheering me on. And I would say that's a really important thing for me.
And so that was words from 8th grader for the Raiders, number 34, a 6-foot Marley Sioux, who had great minutes and 9 points in a big win against number 3 Washington last night. We're going to take 30 here, and we'll come right back up and be queued up to listen to the Raider junior shooting guard, number 4, Haley Falcon, when we get back. We'll be right back on GoRaidersLive.com.
This is what matters. This is beyond X's and O's. This is the difference mutual respect makes. This is what character looks like. This is what defines us in South Dakota. This is sportsmanship. School sports, it's not the outcome that matters most, but the way the games are played. This message presented by the South Dakota High School Activities Association and the South Dakota Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
Thank you. Welcome back to GoRaidersLive.com and Carroll Higher Gymnasium. We are working on a few issues with our camera. It's not getting a great feed here, but we'll work on that as we continue with our interview series. Again, number 4, junior guard Haley Falcon, who as a three-point shooter, there's ups and downs, and Haley always just seems to have a steady flow about her, never too high, never too low, and kind of knows her role. And that's what we asked her was, how do you prepare, how do you stay, maintain, kind of that level-headedness as your role as a three-point shooter, and this is what she had to share.
I think just having that mentality to come in and just know my role, when to shoot it, and like getting that good quality shot. Even when I've gotten down on myself, I just tell myself that you got to make this next one, and along with making sure to understand and know when the time is right to really come in and shoot it, because you don't just come in and shoot the ball all the time. And I mean, last weekend, I wasn't shooting the best, but in the end I had a great support system, especially with the seniors. That's why I'm glad last night we were able to come through with that win for them. And I just felt it was a great night for them as well. They were hitting everywhere as well with their shots too. And having that great support system, and the girls coming up to me, even giving me a handshake after I miss a shot and saying, "You got this next one," it just ups my confidence as well, and makes me want to shoot the next one in order so I can help our team.
So that was her perspective on having a, kind of that role where when you come in off the bench, you're expected, not only to take care of the ball, play defense, but for her, it's if you get a good look at three, we're counting on you to help us out there. And then Haley's been with the Raider program since her 8th grade year. And so I asked her what, since that time, what this group of seniors' influence has been on her, and this is what she had to share with us.
I feel like their leadership, it means more, to me than anything, because especially, their senior role is to be leaders of the team, and I especially feel like they have just come in and really just, sheltered, the girls at, almost they're sheltering us and, really just being there for us when we need it. Especially if we go through those hard times, if we're not scoring or if we made a bad turnover, they come up to us every time and they're like, you got this next one. Let's just make sure we work inside out on the shot to get a shot and everything. And I just feel like that, especially for me, having that little push helps with me through everything, because I feel like if I didn't have that inspiration to keep going or that little push to keep going in the game, I would just lose all my confidence. And along with also having a great coaching system as well, they're always making sure that they held us accountable and making sure that if we did this wrong, we're not going to do it next time.
And so very good perspective on the spot. These kids had about 30 seconds to prepare these answers, so just amazes me how articulate they are. And we will finish her thoughts during these opening announcements here. And this is what Haley had to say about the team chemistry and positivity.
Yeah, I feel obviously we have 5 seniors, so next year, I think we're going to have 6 seniors as well, so it's just making sure that throughout, even though the battles of maybe getting a couple losses, we still try to stay positive and make sure to keep pushing each other in practice. We have a great younger team that pushes us in practice every day, along with also in practice we're just joking with each other as well, but we're making sure that we get the job done in practice in order so we can take those skills and carry them on over to the game in order to get a team win together. So I just feel also staying positive through it and not, with girls there's always going to be drama, but I feel by limiting that and just always uplifting each other with positivity and stuff is what makes the game fun.
And now we'll turn it over to the national anthem. 2 Raider sub-varsity girls basketball players will perform the Star Spangled Banner.
What so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming in the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in
So, little anthem to the seniors by Tage Waddell and Erica Goose Clough from the varsity team that coming off of senior night, sang the anthem for the seniors. So getting things going in a great way. And again, a thank you to Marley and Haley for giving us their time, and just again continue to be impressed with the maturity and articulation of these young ladies. Stevens Raiders Nation, you are being represented well. Now it's the cheerleaders for the Raiders. Want to thank them again for being here, doing a great job under the direction of Jamie Exner. Now we'll get the lineups for the Cavaliers. Number 2, senior Abby Horner. She'll be representing the Memorial Middle School. And number 3, Taylor Silvernail, get the start.
And number 25, a guard, Brianna Kinval.
Along with Aaliyah Johnson, number 11. Brindley Altenberg and Brianna Kinval. The 5'9" senior, number 11, Aaliyah Johnson, wants to give a shout out to her first basketball coach, Coach Baker. And she said that's a good thing. And now line up for the Raiders. Starting for the Raiders tonight will be number 5, Mackenzie Mack Schreiber, the 5'7" senior. Next to her in the backcourt will be the 5'5" senior guard and a captain, number 11, Finley Love. Number 22, a 5'8" senior guard, Jessa Griswold. And the other captain, 5'9" senior forward, number 23, Hallie Peterson. And rounding out the starting lineup was one of our interviewees, the 6' 8th grader, number 34, Marley Seyu Manutafa. The officials for today's game are Jim Fugate, Dave Burnett, and Daniel Rush. A lot of experience on the floor. Dave Burnett is the self-proclaimed fastest official in Phillip. So what could possibly go wrong? And it sounds like they're announcing that Coach Dave Burnett, or official Dave Burnett, is going to hang up the whistle. After all the years serving the West River area, a lot of state tournaments, fine gentleman, and the self-proclaimed fastest official in Phillip is going to hang up the whistle. So the crowd gives him a nice recognition and to show us support as he is officiating his final game of his long time officiating career. Now the public address announcer Doug Solly will reading an acknowledgement and appreciation to official Dave Burnett.
What makes officials like Dave so special is not just their knowledge of the game, but their character, the calm presence, the steady whistle, and the respect they show to everyone involved. Dave has exemplified all of that and more throughout his career. On behalf of Stevens High School, our athletes, coaches, and community, and the entire Raider family, Dave, thank you for your years of service, your integrity, and your impact on the game we all love.
And another nice round of applause and standing ovation, well deserved, for official Dave Burnett. And as we were just talking about the experience, that did not know that one was coming. And congratulations to Dave on a great career. We're getting set to go. So welcome to GoRaidersLive.com and to today's girls Class AA girls basketball contest, featuring the visiting number 6 Sioux Falls Jefferson Cavaliers and the host number 4 Rapid City Stevens Raiders. Brought to you subscription free on GoRaidersLive.com, liveticket.tv, and you can follow us on YouTube, Stevens Raiders. Schreiber comes out, gets a nice little dish to Peterson down lane. Oh, rims in and out and off. What a great opening look for the Raiders. Can't convert, doesn't fall. They hustle back on defense. Griswold will pick up number 23, Brindley Altenberg, who scored 29 against Central last night. A little pick and roll down low to Johnson. Good defense there by the Raiders. Alters the shot, comes up short. Raiders will look to score the first points of the game. A little skip pass over to Griswold. length of the Cavaliers is definitely shown here as they work. Love tries to go in, but she's picked by number 3, Taylor Silvernail, which will result, I think, in a comeback foul by Peterson, who tried to come back and steal the ball back and just got a little bit too much arm there. And Raiders will set up the press. They get in, they'll skip it over to number 25, the freshman, Brianna Kinval. She goes down low for an easy layup for Taylor Silvernail. She got lost in the shuffle. The Raiders lost her in transition defense, and the Cavaliers open up an early lead. Shriver thought about going 3. It'll stay right here. It was a kick, but with 27, no need to reset. Raiders with the ball, 27 on the shot clock. Peterson will take it out parallel to the letters. She wants them to move. They finally do. She gets it over the top to Mac Schreiber. Schreiber now on the bounce will take number 2, Horner. And kicked it out from Peterson to Griswold to Schreiber. She thought about a 3. She goes down low to Sioux Manitofa. She's guarded by the high-scoring Altenberg. And Sioux Manitofa, with her strength and finishing skill, not only gets the hoop, but the harm. And if the rotation for the Cavaliers is to have Altenberg pick up Sioux Manitofa, that'll be an interesting matchup there. Sioux Manitofa will miss her free throw and will stay tied. 6 and change to go in the first quarter. Altenberg brings it up. A little behind the back dribble. She'll get it off over to Horner, the pride of Memorial Middle School. Up at the top, you have Altenberg. She's going to get the ball stripped, but it goes off of the Raiders. Good combination defense there between Peterson and Love, the senior captains. Raiders definitely knowing, coming off the score line and just the history of the excellent player Brinley Altenberg is, the 5'10 junior, that they have to make sure they limit her attempts. Little push away by Altenberg, a long pass, and it'll go out of bounds. Had Johnson, it was a tight one, and she tried to thread the needle, and another turnover. Raiders will bring it up, and it looks like, see if they fall in. No, they're a little man-to-man here. Kinval will pick up Love. She goes over the top to Peterson. Peterson looked down to Sioux Manitofa twice. Now Max Schreiber on the rotation goes down, and it's an instant foul on Aaliyah Johnson, who just got caught in a bad situation. She had to help from a long way and just didn't get there, so that's her first. Team second. Sioux Manitofa, they're going to call a travel. Looked like she took just that drop step, but they're saying she took one extra one. And the violation will be a turnover. Ball back to the Cavaliers, but the Raiders are able to set up their full court press. Kinval, almost a carry, not called, with Schreiber pressure. Schreiber, a little body, and they want to call, and they'll get the second one. I think they let the first one go, and they got the little touch on the second one. That's part of the experience of Dave Burnett. He knew he missed one and got it to where it should be to make this fair. But great job by Max Schreiber being aggressive, not backing down, and really working to hold her legal guarding position. Altenberg now on the mascot. She goes deep into Johnson for an easy 2. Good little pick and roll, and now the Jefferson knows if they're going to double or box Altenberg that she has to move to the basket. Love from Sioux Manitofa. She'll step back. Thought she might think 3. She goes to the bounce. Gets to the corner to Falcon. Falcon puts up a 3. Rims in and out. Sioux Manitofa's there. She goes to the ground. No foul. And Love will pick up Kinval, but she'll bump into her, and we'll get another foul on the Raiders. And there was a little contact there. Not sure if that was all contact or the freshman was a little off balance, but the Raiders just swarmed, so it's easy to say up here that it wasn't anything but a little different down on the floor. Altenberg will take Seiya Manatafa. She gets lined up around the bounce. Little left-handed floater, not there. Seiya Manatafa gets it, outlet to Griswold. Griswold can't finish the left-handed layup. Seiya Manatafa will work for the rebound, but a late whistle. Seiya Manatafa almost had the ball in her hand, and then they'll call a late whistle on Haley Thornton. Almost a bailout there. Really odd on the lateness of that whistle. At any rate, there was contact. I didn't really follow it, but and I didn't see if there was a mechanic arm up. But generally, if it goes in that situation, they blow the whistle right away. Falcon, wide open three, good! The 5'5" junior guard, number 4, Haley Falcon. Came out of a little bit of a three-point shooting show last night. Drained 3 threes, and she starts today with a good three-pointer. And we're going to have a walk right back on the other way. So great defense on the ball by the Raiders caused number 22 now in the game, Macy Bryant, to travel. Macy, a good all-around athlete. She has committed to SDSU for softball, so that's a huge signing for not only Macy and the Cavaliers, but for the Jacks. And then she'll get a steal and step in and show some of her speed. Little pump up and down, and she scores 2. Representing the Pettigrew Elementary, the senior guard, Macy Bryant, with 2. Cavaliers by 1. Love will back out on the ball. The Augie commit now goes to the hole. Good kick out. Schreiber wide open. Misses the 3, but we're going to get a foul on that quick drive by Finley Love. Wow, she is just such a threat when she gets a defender a little bit off balance with the shake one way. It comes back to the left on that one and just streak to the hole. And that foul will go on number 12, Lydia Johnson. Peterson comes out with it. She'll have the dribble. She'll be on the bottom of the logo. Falcon being guarded closely now by Bryant after she made a 3. Backdoor pass to Max Schreiber. Max Schreiber can't get it up off the board, and the Raiders miss another close one. Same thing happened last night where they were just a little anxious, especially with the length getting blocked, and Altenberg takes it in and 1. You know she's going to get her points, and that just was a good take to the left, and her length and athleticism got her to the hole. And that'll go on Love. They have her marked as 1. I have her as 2. Let's see if we can check the board. No, she went out. Altenberg, her release isn't good. Looked good, but rolled in and out. Max Schreiber will penetrate, fake a pass, and she'll get fouled by Lydia Johnson. That's going to be her second. She'll go to the line. So a good fake pass and aggressive take to the hole by the senior, Mackenzie Mack Johnson, for the Raiders. Now the Raiders we'll see if they can capitalize on the line here. Schreiber, her first is off. So the lead stays 3 for the Cavaliers. On the floor for the Raiders now is Thornton, Griswold, Schreiber, Falcon, Peterson. Second throw for Schreiber is up, and it's short as well, but Thornton gets the rebound. She's going to get double-teamed, and she finds Peterson. Peterson now getting double-teamed. She goes back to Thornton. Thornton is going to take a little step before she put the ball down and get called for the traveling. Turnover to the Raiders. Raiders will turn and set the press. For the Cavaliers, Altenberg, their leader and the top player there, Bryant. And then they'll get it into Hofer, who's in the game, along with Addison Warnke. And that'll make up your lineup. And Kinval, and that's your lineup for the Cavaliers. Long 3, in and out from Bryant. And Schreiber comes down with it, and she'll get it quickly to Peterson. Peterson kicks it to Falcon. Falcon didn't have the 3. She'll draw it back out over to Peterson. Peterson on the mascot. Now she'll drive past the logo. She'll stop. She's wide open. Griswold's open. She doesn't take the three. She'll take a little left-handed floater, hard off the board, not there. And Kinval will get the rebound and bring it up over the half line. Screen there by Warnke. And that was travel by number 22, Macy Bryant. Same kind of movement as Thornton. They didn't call it. And Bryant will get another 2, the SDSU softball commit. That one's up. Another one that rolls around, goes in and out. Griswold with 3. Good! Jessa Griswold gets the Raiders off of a little scoring schneid there and makes it a 2-point game with that 3 for the senior, number 22, Jessa Griswold. Altenberg, shake, bake, short on the make, and then Thornton goes down on her knees but doesn't touch the ball, but shields it away from Altenberg, who can't get a hand on it to keep it alive, and it'll be a turnover back to the Raiders. And Sayumanatafa looks like she's set to come in. She will. So for the Raiders, it's Peterson, Sayumanatafa, Falcon, Schreiber, Griswold. And it will be Johnson, Kinval, Horner, let's see, Aaliyah Johnson, and Bryant, who gets the turnover for the Cavaliers. Kick out, back out, thought about, does Horner, and then there's going to be a block called. Horner split the defense. Looks like she walked, but they're going to call a foul. And that's going to be on Max Schreiber.
Foul is on number 5 for the Raiders, Mackenzie Schreiber.
That's her second. First one's up and good for the senior, Abby Horner. That'll be her first of the game. Thornton comes back in. Hayden Thornton, Victorinox come back in for the Raiders. Horner second is good. 2 good releases there for the senior for the Cavaliers. They open back up a 4-point lead. Raiders now with Peterson running the point, and we're going to get a illegal screen on Sayumanatafa. Didn't see it. Didn't look like she reached. But that's sometimes what happens. The gamesmanship of the older players can get younger players in awkward situations. So that'll be the first on Sayumanatafa. And Kinval will handle the ball now up top at the logo for the Cavaliers. Altenberg, long 3. It's going to be short off. Good box out by Griswold. And she'll bring it back down quick. Falcon thinking about the 3. She'll take it just short. Griswold tries to get the rebound. Kinval had a good box out, and she'll bring it back down the other end for the Cavaliers. On the mascot is number 20, Hofer. She's in the paint, stuck in the paint. She gets it over, tried to get it back to Kinval, intercepted by the Raiders. Falcon goes up against Altenberg, gets it off the glass, but it's rolls off the rim wide. 7 seconds on the clock for the quarter. Horner just backs down the Raiders, but Sayumanatafa goes to the floor. She gets it to Thornton. Short, throw up a shot. Oh, off the board and not good, but what a great try for the Raiders. So after the first quarter, Cavaliers 12, Rapid City Stevens Raiders 8. Quick recap of the quarter for the Cavaliers. Horner with 2, Silvernail with 2, Johnson with 2, Bryant with 4, Altenberg with 2, and that'll give them their 12. For the Raiders, Falcon with 3, Griswold with 3, and Sayumanatafa with 2. That'll give them their 8. We'll be back for the start of the second quarter after words from our generous sponsors, bringing you Raider Athletics subscription free.
Would you buy your insurance from a cartoon character?
What's up, Doc?
Cartoons are good for a laugh, but when you're in an accident or you need your home covered and need help, it's no laughing matter. That's why you need a real person, like Lance at Van Z Insurance Associates. It's not just simple insurance either. Lance has you covered with home, life, auto, and business. Van Z Insurance is your place to call. Stop by today or give Lance a call at 605-393-2399.
Jefferson will bring the ball out on the set court. Love with great pressure, steals it, is able to get the ball back. Thought about going low to Griswold, but wants to reset with Peterson. Over to Griswold. She'll get baseline. She'll go up. Kick out. Love. 3. Oh, just in up. Peterson's right there for the putback and in for the Raiders. Peterson will get on the board, and the lead is cut to 2 as Love will pick up Kinval again. Kinval will get it over to Johnson. Johnson back to Kinval. Kinval gets it over to Horner. Horner. Kinval. Brianna Kinval, the freshman, turns. There's Altenberg. 12 on the shot clock. She'll step back. Kinval. 9 on the shot clock. Silvernail will take the ball. She'll spin. She'll roll. She'll finish with about 2 on the shot clock. What a nice spin move there by the junior Taylor Silvernail. Peterson in the lane. Kicks it back out to Thornton. Thornton goes corner to Love. Love goes baseline. Tries to kick opposite corner to Peterson. Knocked out of bounds by Horner. 23 on the shot clock. The Raiders will have the ball underneath the basket, and Dave Burnett will position them just on the other side of just on the S there on the baseline letters. Thornton will get it in, and it's tipped away by Altenberg as she's tried to get it over the top to Griswold. 22 now on the shot clock, as they'll count the touch as 1 second. So 20 on the shot clock. Peterson will direct the Raiders. She'll take it on the bounce. Goes tight cross-court pass to Love, who goes down below, and the foul will be on Johnson immediately for trying to get into Sayamana-Tafa, and that's going to be her second. She knows she'll be taking a seat on the bench with 2, and the Raiders will get a fresh shot clock, and Hayden Thornton will take the ball to bounce for the Raiders. She looks over the top for Peterson. They look right back down to Sayamana-Tafa, not there. She goes over to Thornton. Thornton on the bounce. Kicks it over to Griswold. Griswold out to Love. Love. Griswold. Raiders really trying to move the ball now. That time they tried to skip past to Love. It goes out of bounds, and Kinval went down as she caught it. Loses it out of bounds. It'll stay with the Raiders. Will we have a change of possession and reset the shot clock? Do we need to reset the shot clock? Did she have possession? I'm motioning the mechanic to reset it, but looks like we're going to stay with 19 on the shot clock. So they determined there was no true possession when she lost the ball out of bounds. Fair enough. Raiders get to keep the ball. They go into Sayamana-Tafa. She gets it back to Thornton. Thornton to Griswold. To Peterson. Peterson thought about taking Horner on the bounce. Does not. They try to go inside to Sayamana-Tafa. It's stolen, and Altenberg has a lot of pace and momentum. She'll bring it out of there. Great defense by Hallie Peterson. Sayamana-Tafa's trapped, though. She'll go to the floor. She was surrounded by 3 Cavaliers. No foul called. It'll stay with the it'll stay with the Raiders, but unfortunately they have to use a jump ball possession where Sayamana-Tafa got the rebound, was just swarmed, and just couldn't find help soon enough from the Raider support. Love will bring it up now. She'll get it over the timeline. Dribbles into the logo. Goes to Sayamana-Tafa, who's getting double teamed. And they're going to call a travel on Sayamana-Tafa. There was a lot of physical contact there as players went to the ball. And they're kind of just saying, Coach Dannenbring is just saying, be firm. Be more firm with your passes. And now Kinval will bring it up. She'll get it down to Horner. Horner looks for Altenberg. She turns out, no travel there. She'll go to the paint. Little left-handed roller, not there. Good box out by Love. Griswold comes up with it, gets it to Peterson. Good awareness there by Peterson not to travel with an on-running Cavalier. Corner to Love. Finley Love, doggy commit. Great pass to Griswold. She's denied. Down low by Silvernail. No foul, but it'll stay with the Raiders with 20 seconds on the shot clock. Raider bench wanted a foul there, not given, and they'll just keep playing. Next play here. And we're going to get a stoppage here and a timeout for the Raiders. So they're going to want to get a set piece here, trailing by 4. 30-second timeout. You're following Raider girls basketball on GoRaidersLive.com.
Agriculture is like no other business, which makes Farm Credit Services of America like no other lender. Owned by the farmers and ranchers we serve, our customers have a voice in how we work, a stake in what we do, and share in our success. Discover a lender that works for you at Farm Credit Services of America.
We're back to Carroll Higher Gymnasium. Out of the timeout, we'll see what the Raiders have drawn up here. Peterson over to Thornton. Skips a three. Back to Peterson. Peterson kick out to Love. Love to Griswold. Griswold. 5 on the shot clock for Sioux Manitoba. They get it off. No good. And the rebound by Silvernail. At the top, Altenberg will turn. She'll get it over to Bryant. Bryant, 3-ball in the corner short. Peterson gets the rebound. She looks up the field. She'll get it to Griswold. Griswold stops at the three-point line, picked up by Bryant. Down to Sioux Manitoba, and she's going to get fouled instantly by number 10, Addison Warnke. Cavaliers trying to be physical with Sioux Manitoba down there, but she's strong for an 8th grader. And that time, Warnke got caught trailing on the back hip. Foul. Falcon and Max Schreiber back in for the Raiders. Peterson will fire one into St. Manitoba. It's tipped, and out of it comes Bryant. She'll go all the way down. It'll be knocked out of her hands by Schreiber, who picked the ball away, but it goes out of bounds. It'll stay with the Cavaliers. Love will come back, and good job of her hustling back to find the ball. That's just great court sense right there. Schreiber over to Falcon. Falcon, a little move. She can put up the shot. She does. It doesn't fall. She gets a rebound. Body's all over. They don't call it. Now they're going to call it and say it's right here. We'll see who that goes on. It's going to go on number 3, Taylor Silvernail. That'll be 3-team for the Cavaliers in this quarter. So if the Raiders continue to attack the basket and can get on the line, they can cut back in this thing, maybe tie it up, maybe take the lead. We'll see as Schreiber gets the inbounds from Peterson. Schreiber on the logo. Out to Peterson. Peterson has the lane, doesn't take it. Closes down with a little back cut by Schreiber. 2 for the Raiders. Senior to senior there. And we'll get a timeout on that make as it's Raiders 12, Cavaliers 14 with 3:45 to go. You're following Raider basketball at GoRaidersLive.com.
Out here, you learn that to keep growing, you have to keep changing. CHS and the farmers and ranchers we serve know all about change because together we've changed agriculture. That's why we're the largest farmer-owned cooperative in the country. So farmers own the system they count on with advantages at every step. From innovative tools that help crops grow, to grain processing expertise, to energy solutions, we create connections to empower agriculture. Learn more at chsinc.com.
Welcome back. 12-14 here, 3:45 to go. Raiders will put on the full court press. Kinval will be marked by Love. Love will push her to the left. Comes back. Peterson was there. Good thing there was no foul. Wasn't really intentional. Baseline. Raiders lost player on the baseline, and that's number 20, Samantha Hofer. Get her first 2 of the game, who had a nice basket cut there. Falcon on the letters, gets picked now by Hofer. Falcon gets across court over to Schreiber. Schreiber on the bounce. Take Kinval. She'll go in for the layup. Hits the side of the backboarder. That would have been a good look. And they'll get it over to Horner. Horner loses it, gets it up to Max Schreiber. Schreiber goes straight up, not fouled, but doesn't get the basket. Raiders have missed some close shots here. And some of them well contended, and some of them just bad luck. Horner, kick out. No travel there. Runs into... Oh, Bryant ran into Seyimanatafa. Seyimanatafa looked to see... Seems she had her defensive legal guarding position just established, but they're going to say no, she was moving. So, unfortunately for the Raiders and for Marley, that's her second. And that'll put her on the bench. Maybe for the first half, we'll see. She's played through similar situations all year. Bryant gets out to Hofer. Hofer on the bounce. Comes back now to the logo. She kicks it out to Horner. Horner down low to number 13, who's in the game. That's Bree Umbright, the 6'2 senior, and her length just led her to an easy left-handed finish here, and now she'll pick up Peterson. Kick out Falcon. Falcon three. Good! That's two for Haley Falcon, the 5'5 junior guard for the Raiders. It's a three-point game, and a little steal by Love, but she can't get it away from Kinval. And she'll go into Horner, who looked like she traveled. Either way, great defense by the Raiders. Comes up short. One-handed pass, dangerous. And Griswold will stop, pop, and not drop it. She'll follow a shot. Get it over to Thornton. Thornton will turn, take a three. That one's long, but right there is Peterson over this 6'2 Umbright. And she'll reset it here for the Raiders, who had a couple good looks. She'll stop, go to Griswold. She thought about taking Umbright to the hole, but Umbright recovered nicely defensively. There's a shot inside to Griswold. Kick back out to Peterson, who's open for three. Good! Three ball for Haley Peterson. The Raiders tie it up with 1:20 to go. 18-18. And they'll throw on the jump defense press. And here's the pressure. And almost fell out of bounds because of a bad pass. Peterson will come out of there with it without Altenberg on the floor. And Johnson, the ball handling isn't the same for the Cavaliers, and the Raiders capitalize. And now Thornton with a little fake will do a scoop shot layup. Good! The Victorinox pulls out another trick. And it was a travel. It's going to be Raider ball. It's going to be Raider ball. There was not calling a substitution. Nope, they're going to say the clock stopped for a substitution, says Dave Burnett. And then the other official says, no, Kinval stepped in bounds before the pass. And now Shantiva Pruitt says, no, I called the timeout. So three officials marking three things. Eventually we're going to get a 30-second timeout for the Cavaliers as the Raiders now lead 2018. We'll stay right here and try to get that all sorted out, make sure our numbers all work out here. 2 for Horner, 4 for Silvernair, 2 for Johnson, 2 for Umbright, 2 for Hofer, 4 for Bryan, and 2 for Altenberg. For 18 for the Cavaliers. For the Raiders, 2 for Thornton, 6 for Falcon, 2 for Schreiber. There's 10. Griswold with 3. Peterson with 5 for 18, and Seyimanatafa with 2 for 20. So with 56.4, the Raiders will set up their full court press, really trying to force everything to Jefferson's left and then pick up Altenberg the best they can. Kinval will get it over to Bryant, who's picked by Love. He'll get it over to Thornton. Thornton will bring it up, set the offense. She gives a little shake, baked. It's knocked away a couple times, and we'll get a foul on number 20, Hofer, who was really hand-digging aggressively and knocked the ball away. Second one, she got a little bit of a wrist on. That'll be her first. And Thornton will take it out. She'll get it into Peterson. Little slight difference between shot and game clock. Maybe a half a second. Love with 26 on the clock. Content to set up for one shot. She'll penetrate the guarding line and back it out. She'll do it again. This time she about did a double take as Kinval marks her. Thornton on the side, and Thornton shuffles her feet as contact was made by Hofer. She did shuffle her feet, but it looked like she got knocked off the feet by Hofer, and could have missed one there. At any rate, big possession. It goes into Altenberg. She's guarded tightly. She gets it over to Kinval. Kinval wants to go back to Altenberg. She goes the corner to Bryant for three, in and out, and that'll be the half. So at the end of the half, the Sioux Falls Jefferson Cavaliers 18, your Rapid City Stevens Raiders 20. Kind of already recapped the half before we did, but we'll look one more time as we got time here. Scoring for the Cavaliers, Horner with 2 free throws, the pride of Memorial Middle School. Taylor Silvernair, the junior, with 4. Aaliyah Johnson with 2. Again, likes to give a shout out to her first basketball coach, Coach Baker. Bree Umbright, the 6'2" senior, with 2. The 5'6" freshman guard, Samantha Hofer, with 2. Macy Bryant, the SDSU softball commit and pride of the Pettigrew Elementary, with 4. And Brindley Altenberg with 2. And that'll round out the scoring for the Cavaliers as we wait for the rest of the stats. For the Raiders, Thornton with 2, Falcon with 2 big threes, Schreiber with 2, Griswold with a 3, Peterson with 5 points, one of them a 3, and Marley Say-Manitoff with 2 fouls, has 2 points. We'll be back for the second half, and we'll bring you halftime stats. You're following Raider basketball subscription free on GoRaidersLive.com, LiveTicket.tv.
Where can you get surprisingly great rates on auto and renter's insurance? At State Farm. I'm State Farm agent Matt McCormick, and I'm your one-stop shop in Rapid City for protecting your car and your stuff for surprisingly great rates. So stop looking around. Call me, State Farm agent Matt McCormick, for surprisingly great auto and renter's rates today. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Individual premiums will vary by customer. All applicants subject to State Farm underwriting requirements.
Welcome to Bowie Foods at Al's Oasis Plaza. My great-grandfather, Gus Bowie, opened the first store in 1905. I'm R.F. Bowie, the president of Bowie Foods. We aren't your typical store. You'll find everything you need for your family. You'll save money, and I promise you're going to enjoy your grocery shopping experience. We carry a lot of locally produced products and some things you just aren't going to find anywhere else. South Dakota owned, family owned, Bowie Foods.
Diamond Roofing is your trusted roofing contractor in Rapid City and the surrounding Black Hills area. With over 40 years of experience, they specialize in residential and commercial roofing, as well as siding, windows, and gutter installation. They also collaborate with general contractors to install roofs on new home construction. Diamond Roofing offers customized solutions that fit both your needs and your budget. Call 605-720-7663 for a quote or visit diamondroofingcorp.com today.
Hi, this is Nate Brown reminding you to join the Nate Brown Show live weekdays from 4 to 6 p.m. It's Rapid City's sports talk show and Rapid City's only call-in radio show with big-name guests from across the country to the local sports coverage you just can't get anywhere else. Join the conversation every weekday for thought-provoking sports talk. This is your show. Don't miss the Nate Brown Show from 4 to 6 p.m. on 106.7 FM and 1150 a.m. and stream us all the time at foxsportsrapidcity.com.
It's time for Happy Honda Days at Danny Menno Rushmore Honda. Shop the area's best selection of pre-owned Hondas and Honda certified pre-owned. Get financing as low as 1.99% APR on certified pre-owned CRVs, HRVs, and other select models. 1.99. Plus, shop a lot full of used cars, trucks, and SUVs, including 4x4s and all-wheel drives, imports, and domestics, all with Rushmore Honda discounts. See us at Danny Menno Rushmore Honda or RushmoreHonda.com. This time of year, you never know what Mother Nature has planned. Be ready for it in a 4x4 truck or sport utility from Danny Menho Toyota. Shop a great selection of go-in-the-snow 4x4s and all-wheel drives, domestics, and imports. Plus, the area's best selection of used Toyotas and Toyota certified pre-owned. Get financing as low as 4.99% APR for up to 72 months on certified pre-owned, including RAV4s. See us at Denny Menho Toyota or DennyMenhoToyota.com.
Lucky for us, life is full of choices, big and small. They define us, make us who we are. And when it comes time for you to choose, a car, home, your next big adventure, or start a new business, Farmers Union Insurance has the variety of coverage options to protect each perfect moment. Farmers Union Insurance. Contact your local Farmers Union Insurance agent today.
Futures aren't made by accident. They're dreamt, they're planned, they're discovered. At Northern State University, futures are the result of hard work and grit. NSU is an academic powerhouse with a spirit of exploration and genuine support, where professors know your name and push you to discover what you're truly capable of. But don't take our word for it. When you experience Northern, you'll see the difference here.
Welcome back to Carroll Higher Gymnasium on the campus of Rapid City Stevens High School. Shout out to our production team today of Delaney and Jacob. Great job there. Just saw a couple of replays there. Last one being the big three by Hallie Peterson that helped close the gap, and then the Raiders were able to take the lead. We have the stats here. We'll look at those from the half. The Jefferson Cavaliers, 9 turnovers. Rebounds, a total is 11 with 0 offensive recorded here. Shooting not bad from the field, 42%. 0 for 5 from three-point land, though, and 67% from the line, 2 out of 3. So other than the three-point, not terrible shooting stats at all for Jefferson. The defense on both sides has just been pretty good. For the Raiders, 11 turnovers, but 20 rebounds and 8 of them offensive. And they're, as we've noted, not shooting up to their, desire. As we noted, they missed, some of those close-in shots, some of them well contended. But they're shooting 32% from the field, just over 36%, 4 of 11 from three-point land, and 0 for 3 from the charity stripe. And that takes us to our totals. Jefferson 18, Stevens 20, with again the scoring coming from Jefferson. Horner with 2, Silvernail 4. Johnson 2, Altenberg 2, Umbright 2, and Hofer 2, and Bryant with 4. For the Raiders, scoring breakdown, Schreiber with 2, Griswold 3, Peterson 5, Manatafa 2, Thornton 2, and with 2 big threes, Haley Falcon will lead Raider scorers with 6 and lead all scorers at the half. With about 1:40 to go, as the teams finish warming up, we'll just kind of talk a little bit about Jefferson's game, 67-57 win over Rapid City Central. Yet last night, Abby Horner poured in 15, the pride of the Memorial Middle School. Silvernail added 3. Warnke had a deuce. Aaliyah Johnson, with her first basketball coach, Coach Baker, had 10. The SDSU softball commit and representing the Pettigrew Elementary, Macy Bryant, had 6 last night. Brianna Kinval had 1, and the 5'10 junior guard, the standout player for the Cavaliers, number 23, Brynlee Altenberg, had 29. So great night for her and the Cavaliers as they picked up the one to move to 13-6. So they'll come into this one 13-6. The Cavaliers coming off a 24-25 campaign where they went 13-11 and finished 7th in the AA ranks. The Raiders, obviously, after the win last night, come into this one 15-4. Same record as Washington. And we'll get set to start this one after all that breakdown. We're ready to go here for the second half in a 2-point ball game, and Cavaliers will have the first possession here in the third quarter. Kinval, she'll look. She's got it tightly. She gets it off to Horner. Horner looking for Altenberg. Horner over to Silvernail. She'll take and drain a 3. Confident take there by the 5'9 junior Taylor Silvernail. And the lead goes back to the Cavaliers. 21-20. Reverse layup on a nice little feed from Love to Peterson. Hallie Peterson will pick up 2 more, and she'll have 7 and lead the Raiders and be tied with Silvernail. And that'll be a turnover out of bounds on the dribble by Horner. Raider basketball. Peterson into Love. Love. She'll be marked by Kinval. Love gets it over Peterson to Griswold to Love. Kick out. Schreiber for 3. Good! Great look by the Augie commit senior captain Finley Love out to Mackenzie Mack. Schreiber drains a 3. Raiders lead by 4. Kinval on the bounce. Tries to take Love. Doesn't. Gets it over to Altenberg. She'll drive. She'll stop. Pop. And that one's short. Karam's out. But good hustle by Johnson. Kinval will put up a 3 and make it. So the hustle by Johnson to get the rebound. Kicks it out to Brianna Kinval. She'll drain a 3. And we have another 1-point game in this, highly competitive, even, well-played matchup here. Well contested here. Seyamanatafa will go low. She'll turn. She'll drive and take it up. Kind of a little shift in the air with her arms to get the ball in line, and she scores. Kinval with some deceptive speed beats the Raiders down the floor, goes coast to coast for 2, and we're in a track meet, folks, and we're going to get a foul on Horner. Thought she'd picked Love, but she crossed her. And that was right in front of us here, so Falcon will come in for Love. Had a nice little run there in that frenetic flurry, so Coach Dannenbring wanted to get her some rest and get her right back out there. Peterson to Schreiber. Schreiber takes Horner a little bit on the dribble to Peterson. Peterson has the lane. She'll just put a little floater uncontested from 8 feet. She'll bury it. She's waking up here. That'll be her 9th point of the game. 4th in about 2.5 minutes. Horner off the bounce. Good move. She'll take it to Seyamanatafa. Marley was in great position till she swung her arm down, and that's, you can talk to any coach and official. That's a foul going to get called about 90% of the time, where she was in good position, but kind of brought the arm down across, and that'll put Horner to the line. She'll make her first for her 3rd point. And she'll step up to the line for her 2nd throw from the stripe. Horner, the senior. That one is going to get the shooter's roll and go in, so she'll have 4. And Peterson will bring up the ball. Raiders 29, Cavaliers 28. 5.5 to go in the 3rd. Peterson looks over to Falcon. Falcon's open. 3 just off. Place would have went nuts on that one, but instead it gets to Brynlee Altenberg. She'll stop, pause, roll, dribble, thought about a shot, gets it to Johnson. Johnson will take it to the hole on Seyamanatafa, who has 3. Silvernail, she looks for Altenberg, Off, tough three. Short, comes up to Peterson. Peterson fakes the pass to Griswold, puts it in herself. She'll have 11. And the lead goes up to 3 for the Raiders. Max Schreiber doing a nice job on the ball on Kinval. She'll get it over to Johnson. Now to Horner. Horner thought about taking it in, and she's just picked clean by Griswold, who gets it over to Schreiber. Schreiber gets it over to the time clock. She'll set the offense now. She'll go to the hole. She'll drive for another layup up and good. Just too quick on the bounce for Kinval, and the Raiders pressure the inbounds pass. But Kinval gets it to Johnson. Now they'll get it to Horner. They'll look to post up Altenberg, who's being marked by Griswold. Horner stops. Good job of her to maintain possession, and now picked, and players go to the floor. Oh, and a knee gets dropped into Peterson by Horner, and were we going to call a jump or a foul?
Jump ball goes to the Raiders.
So it's going to be a jump ball. A pretty aggressive little scrum there. At any rate, Peterson will come out. Lexi Portlock will come in and give her a little break. So for the Raiders, it's Portlock, Love, Sioux Manitofa, Thornton, and Falcon. It'll be Johnson, Altenberg. Little take there and a foul at home. Hoop and home and one for the 5'9" senior guard, the Victorinox, Hayden Thornton. She'll go to the line to complete or attempt to complete the traditional three-point play there. And let's just reset for the Cavaliers. Again, we have Lydia Johnson, Altenberg, Addison Warnke, Bryant, and Silvernail. And Thornton did make her free throws, and that one's going to go out of bounds to the Raiders as they've just quietly here opened up an 8-point lead behind some tenacious play by Hallie Peterson and a nice hoop and harm and one by Hayden Thornton. Portlock take marked by Falcons open. Oh, just off the back iron and knocked out of bounds by Love. It'll stay right here for the Cavaliers, but the Raiders will be able to set up their press. Portlock did a nice job there being marked by Altenberg to set up Falcon. Falcon just off, but she won't miss too many of those. Now Altenberg will take the ball. Sure, the Cavaliers want it in her hands plenty here. She'll get it over to Bryant. Bryant will go strong to the hole. A little floater up. Good shot, not there. Rolls around. Good hustle by the Cavaliers to get the rebound. That was number 10, Warnke. Bryant will go, or excuse me, not Bryant. Johnson will go in just throwing up. Didn't see a lot of contact. They'll call a foul. And that's going to be 4 on Sioux Manitofa. Didn't see a whole lot there. Coach Dannenbring and the Raider bench saying a little bit, but not too much, and that one will fall from Lydia Johnson, the 5'5" junior guard. And Johnson will step the line for her second throw. Lydia Johnson seconds up, no good. Good rebound by Thornton. Marked immediately, no call. Love will get it. She'll hustle it across the timeline. Kick it over to Peterson. 3, good! El Fuego, senior captain, number 23, Hallie Peterson. 14 on the board for the senior. The lead is 10 for the Raiders. 2:30 to go in the third. Nice drive, kick out. Good look here for Warnke. That's in and out. Raiders fall around. Falcon goes to the floor, and we're going to have a jump ball.
Alternating possession on a jump ball goes to the Cavaliers.
And it'll be Cavalier on the possession arrow. Johnson, Lydia Johnson, will inbounds to Altenberg. Altenberg with Love. Wants to go to the hole. Switched off to Thornton. Gets a nice easy pass underneath as she's double teamed to number 20, Samantha Hofer. She'll get her first 2 of the half, 4 total. Peterson will bring it straight back down, kick it out to Falcon. Falcon will go underneath, throwing up, not there. She'll fight for the rebound, and there'll be a foul instead of a jump, and that's going to be on Falcon, who just tried to atone for the missed shot. And that's her first, but with 2:03 to go, that's the third team foul on the Raiders, 2 on the Cavaliers. So the Raiders got to be a little aware of that, not to go to the bonus and allow the Cavaliers to close the lead any further with no time off the clock. The lead is 8 with 1:50 to go. It gets over to Bryant. Bryant back out to Johnson. Johnson over to Hofer. Back to Bryant. Bryant goes baseline, tries to pass it. It's going to be a kick, and let's go if that gets reset too. No, it's out of bounds. They call no kick. It was just off the player. No extension of the leg to intend to kick it, so it'll stay 13 on the shot clock with Johnson taking it out underneath. Goes high and long to Hofer. She'll try to set it up. 8 on the shot clock. Horner trying to get a shot off, throws it up, not there. Thornton gets it. She'll bring it out. 1:28 on the clock. To Love. Love. Kick. Max Schreiber just off on the 3. And coming out of there with it is Samantha Hofer for the Cavaliers. Bryant will put up a layup, not there. If putback's not there, Hofer will get the rebound. It'll go to Horner. Horner, kick out. Bryant will go 3-ball. Good! Too many chances given there. Raiders couldn't get a handle on the ball, and the lead is 5 now with some gritty work by Macy Bryant. Love will go right to the hole. She's pushed, and that might be, if there were grades of fouls, that was a intentional. She was not going for the ball. She was beat, but they don't do grades of fouls. Lydia Johnson, her third. Love gets up. She seems okay, but she got pushed hard from the back, so she couldn't get the and one. Love's free throw will go in. Go back to a 2-possession game. Kinval will check back in for Shantiva Pruitt and the Cavaliers. Portlock will give Peterson a break with 53.8. I'm sure coach doesn't want any fouls and give her a little break after that scrum pileup. Love with the second, up and good. Huge free throws by the senior Augie commit Finley Love. Just so solid, just been rock solid over the last 4 games for the Raiders. Kinval, she'll be pressured by Griswold. Portlock comes over, knocks it out. Ball gets picked up to Max Schreiber. Max Schreiber up, misses the layup, but it's kicked off of Johnson. It'll stay Raider ball with 44.2. And Max Schreiber just not happy with herself. Takes a quick look up and a deep breath. That would have been a good basket to get to 3-possession game. Schreiber thinks about a 3, kicks it out, not there, to Portlock. Portlock swings it over to Falcon. Dangerous pass, but she's left open for 3. Good! Falcon buries another 3. And the lead goes back to 10 off of the 3-point shot of number 4, Haley Falcon, and a steal by Thornton. She'll get it up to Schreiber. Schreiber contested this time, will get fouled by Kinval. Raiders are going to the line with 20 to go. That'll be the first, I believe, on Brianna Kinval, the 5'5 freshman. Team 4th. And Mac Schreiber will go to the line to see if she can get 2 more on the board for the Raiders. Atone for that layup miss and make it a 4-possession game. First one's up and just off the back or no good. Could see some of the players patting Mac on the back saying, hey, you got it. She's a little down and mad at herself, and they're picking her back up. Great to see. Second one is a little short, and with 16 on the shot clock, They looked for Altenberg, but Griswold was able to cover, so they couldn't get a long pass. Now Bryant with some good handles out front will take it hard against Schreiber. Schreiber holds her ground, but gets beat to the basket, and one! Macy Bryant's power off the bounce. Strong ground-based player. Power Z's. There's not many people getting by her, and they just couldn't keep her from the basket, and she'll convert the traditional three-point play. She's got 6 for the Raiders, and that one by Griswold is just, it was online but short.
After 24 minutes of play, Rapid City Stevens Raiders
And
44.
that'll leave us to the end of the third. So at the end of the third quarter, the Cavaliers 37, your Raiders 44. So back down to a 3-possession game with the lead by 7. We'll be right back. You're following Raider basketball at GoRaidersLive.com.
When you ask for Black Hills Surgical Hospital, you ask for someone who believes in hospitality. You ask for someone who treats everyone like a VIP and believes the absolute best shouldn't cost more and makes you feel comfortable, even when you are vulnerable. You ask for someone who cares about the little things as much as the big things. You ask for someone who treats you like you are loved, because you are. Black Hills Surgical Hospital. Ask for us by name.
Another shout out to Jacob and Delaney, the production crew. 3 threes there on the board from Max Schreiber, Hallie Peterson, and Haley Falcon. And now the Raiders will have the opening possession at the start of the fourth quarter. Here we go. Raiders now with Love on the bottom of the logo. She'll get a nice little dribble, get it over to Griswold. To Peterson. Sayumanatafa back in the game. She'll go strong to the hole. She'll take it to the hole and finish. What great confidence with 4 fouls to take it strong to the hole. 3-possession game, true 3-possession game. Raiders up by 9. Little handoff post play here by the Cavaliers. Knowing that Sayumanatafa has 4, Johnson takes it hole, and the missed layup bag goes over to the Cavaliers now as she missed a layup. Peterson in the lane. She'll kick out. Max Schreiber open for 3. That one's doesn't draw air, just off to the left. It'll go over to the Cavaliers with 7 and change to go. On the floor for the Raiders, Sayumanatafa, Peterson, Love, Griswold, and Schreiber. For the Cavaliers, Horner, Altenberg, Bryant, Silvernail, and Aaliyah Johnson. Knocked out of bounds. It'll stay with the Cavaliers with 25 on the shot clock. They'll go to Bryant, who's just been a force. She'll pick a little move and take Love again to the hole. Don't see that often where Love is wrong-footed. Bryant just has a deceptive step there. Sayumanatafa will answer right back going to the hole. And the track meet continues. We're in the second half of it, starting with the finals of the hurdles, it looks like here. And Horner will do a step through on that call and put it up for 2. 7-point game. Love, little nifty shift. Boy, great body control in the air. She's able to get in line with the bankboard and put it up for 2. Great basket there, and we'll have a stoppage here in this track meet. Let the starter reload, and we're going to have a full timeout for the Raiders and Coach Adam Dannenbring. We'll be right back. You're following Raider basketball on GoRaidersLive.com, liveticket.tv.
the innocence of youth. Is there anything any better? But soon they'll be in high school and facing all the same challenges you faced. How to make friends, how to fit in, how to be cool. We want our children to have everything they'll need to live fulfilling and productive lives. Make sure the kids in your family are among the more than 57,000 participants here in South Dakota who take part in high school sports or activities.
Welcome back with 6:25 to go in this Class AA girls matchup. Rapid City Stevens Raiders 50, Sioux Falls Jefferson Cavaliers 41. It'll be Cavalier ball under the basket. And Horner will put it into Altenberg. Again, Coach Pruitt and the Cavaliers really want to get her a lot of touches here in the fourth. Hofer looks to Bryant, goes over the top to Bryant. Bryant awkward. Sioux Manitowoc does a great job of just holding her ground with 4 fouls, and the Raiders get it up, and Peterson thinks about attacking, doesn't. Wants to go low into Sioux Manitowoc. Goes over the top for a nice, easy left-handed layup. Missed, but knocked out of bounds by Johnson due to Falcon being right there. And it'll go stay with the Raiders here with a fresh shot clock, since that shot by Sioux Manitowoc rimmed off. Peterson, she'll go out to Sioux Manitowoc. She'll look to dribble again. She will. She'll take it to the hole for 2! 3 times this half with 4 fouls, Sioux Manitowoc. And I'm surprised Johnson didn't stop and try to take the charge, even if she got the foul on that one. But tough, easy to say when you're not in the heat of the moment. Altenberg really looking for a shot. Now she'll take Sioux Manitowoc. She'll float, looking for the foul, not there. Johnson gets the rebound, and it's almost in, not in. Right underneath the basket is Lydia Johnson, and she's going to get fouled, and that's going to go Finley Love, her second. Oh, excuse me, third. I missed one of those. And to the line will go Lydia Johnson, the 5'5" junior. She's already made 1 free throw, and she'll miss that one. Actually, she made both her last time on the line. And this time she'll make 1. So she has 3 points, I believe. Nope, just 2. Raiders up, Thornton. Good. Good pass, good finish. Raiders 54. Jefferson 42. Kinval with a nice little move. Grit pass down underneath. Easy 2 for Lydia Johnson. Now she'll be up to 4. Issues with the scoreboard. They're making a lot of adjustments. Says the Raiders are up by 16. Don't know what's going on there. At any rate, Falcon misses, and Horner comes racing back down. She'll get a nice, easy shot. Sioux Manitowoc cannot challenge. 54-46 is what they're saying here. 8-point game. And they want to check. Raiders are going to get a timeout. And that'll be a 30-second timeout by Coach Dannenbring. With 4:27 to go, seems the score is in order now. Raiders 54, Cavaliers 46. We'll be right back. You're following Raider basketball on GoRaidersLive.com, liveticket.tv.
At Dakota Discount RV, our mission is to make your RV experience fun and easy by providing quality recreational vehicles, competitive pricing, and professional sales and service. We're proud to offer the finest names in RVs. Our big inventory of fifth wheels, travel trailers, and toy haulers allow us to save customers thousands of dollars compared to most dealers. Come see us at either of our 2 locations, 3330 East Mall Drive, Rapid City, or 11200 JB Road, exit 48, Somerset.
Welcome back to Carroll Higher Gymnasium on the campus of Rapid City Stevens High School. 4:27, 54-46. The Raiders inbound it. Thornton will bring it over the half line. She's marked by Horner. She'll get over to Peterson. Peterson to Max Schreiber on the handoff. Jessica Griswold, step back three, just off, but Thornton's going to get the rebound. She'll take a baseline little jumper. It's not there. Seya Manatafa gets the rebound, and they're going to say no. A foul on Seya Manatafa, who got the ball in the air clearly, and she's not liking it. That's going to be her fifth. And Coach Dannenbring doesn't say much, and he's giving the official an earful on that one. That just, you can't go from let them play to not play. Every coach, every player just says, be consistent so we know what you're going to do. And that one came out of nowhere, and the reaction from everybody kind of showed that. So Seya Manatafa will foul out with 10 big points for the Raiders. And that'll be another learning situation for the 8th grader, that you just got to, as much as desire and effort you want to put for your team, sometimes you got to have restraint, and can't falter for being aggressive and trying, but that's life in the game, and we play on here. Horner on the dribble, being marked by Peterson, finally gets it out, and blocked by Peterson, and a fall, and then we're going to call it travel, as the whole crowd was. Johnson tripped on her own player, not a Raider, right in the paint for the travel. She didn't like the call, but she didn't know whose foot was there, but there was no Raiders around her, and Love will bring it up as the heat has been turned up on this one, and Horner stabs it away from Love. And another turnover, and Horner now will bring it up under pressure by Griswold. Griswold will hustle, get back into position. Love will come over and recover. All the players rotating in recovery defense, leaving somebody open, and that's going to be number 10, but it misses, and Peterson gets the rebound and is fouled. So frustration there off the missed attempt there. Close shot by Warnke. Quick foul by Lydia Johnson underneath. That'll be her fourth. And the Raiders will bring it up. Peterson will walk it up. She'll beat Kinball with a timeline. Hand off to Max Schreiber. Really doing a lot of action with their hands now are the Cavaliers. Dig hands are active. Kick out, Schreiber. This one's going to be short and off. It was blocked a little bit. Thornton's going to be able to get the rebound. She'll stop, think about a three. She'll get it over to Griswold. They'll take off time. She tries to go low to Love. It goes out of bounds. And Griswold she did put her face in her hands like, oh, settle down. They could have ran some clock off there. 2:46 to go. Scoreboard hasn't changed for any team since the 4:17-ish mark, I believe. Don't mark me on that one. And Kinval will bring it up, being marked by Mackenzie Mack Schreiber. No, that's actually Lydia Johnson, who has 4 fouls, bring it up. Horner. She'll go low to Altenberg and out of bounds. Pressure by Peterson on the entry pass will cause that one to go out of bounds. And now the press comes on, and the Raiders will beat it here, as Thornton will get it over the timeline and then slow it down and reset things. She'll take it to the corner, a little ups and ups move, and a little jumper on the baseline. Not there. Quick release to Bryant. Let's see if Peterson can handle that step. Goes down low to Horner. Horner with a shove, but no call. And she'll get 2. Finley Love gives a little look like, dude, she blew me out of there, but no call. And as we said, it's a Christian game. In tight games, things get tight for everybody. Raiders now, 2-possession game. They move the ball to Peterson. Peterson on the logo, now to the letters. Being marked closely by Bryant. Another hand check by Bryant. A screen by Thornton. She gets bumped, no call. Now it gets off to Griswold. Underneath to Max Schreiber for 2. A huge find and a huge basket. Huge find by Jessica Griswold to fellow senior Max Schreiber for an 8-point lead. And we're going to get a called timeout. Thought they were calling a foul. Looked like Altenberg wanted to take it to the hole, and while she was driving, head coach Shantiva Pruitt calls a timeout. It'll be a full timeout. You're following Raider girls basketball on Go Raiders Live, liveticket.tv.
Community banking should be kind of personal. That's because there's no one-size-fits-all when it comes to you. Fortunately, Security First Bank gets that. And that means you get more, too, like online tools, in-person expertise, and tailored banking solutions for your family or business. So, from balanced budgets to bucket lists, we're the bank for all you're doing. Security First Bank.
How do we solve our patients' hard-to-solve medical problems? Our doctors and specialists collaborate, sharing their vast knowledge and Mayo Clinic's unique expertise. It's this working together that helps solve our patients' hard-to-solve medical problems. Monument Health, proud member of the Mayo Clinic Care Network.
Welcome back. 1:27 to go in this one. Raiders 56, Cavaliers 48. The intensity and sense of urgency is sure picked up on this one. Cavalier star Brindley Altenberg back in the game. That shot by the Cavaliers is off by Horner. Brought back down, and Love will handle it. She'll get over the timeline, and she'll reset, and she'll get fouled quickly by Silvernail, I believe that came in there. Yep, that's number 3. Her third, second team. So the Cavaliers know they still have 3 fouls to give. The Raiders are like, okay, we can take some time off. And they'll go backcourt to Schreiber, who will get picked up by Johnson. And an immediate foul on Bryant on Love. So that's team 3. 5 ticks will go off there. Falcon comes in for Griswold. She's a good free throw shooter. They'll try to get the ball to her. Instead, they go back to Love and the quick handles. And Bryant saying, I want to foul. And she'll get her second, team 4th. A couple more ticks go off. And on this one, it'll be in the bonus. Don't know if the Raiders have a play to go deep here. Get an easy 2 and not get the foul. Instead, they go over to Max Schreiber, who's going to get it over the timeline. She'll dribble hard, and she'll get fouled from behind, and we'll see who they give that to. That's going to go on Kinval, her second, and that'll put Max Schreiber to the line for the Raiders. With exactly 1 minute to go here in this one. Schreiber, huge for the senior to bury that free throw. A true 3-possession game right now for the Raiders. And Schreiber now steps up for the second. That one's going to be off the back iron. Thornton goes up to get it. Goes on the floor. Cavaliers are trying to get it. They do. Some valuable seconds tick off there. Kinval over to Silvernail. Huge long 3. Silvernail drains it. And we'll probably have a timeout here with a 2-possession game. And we will have a timeout by the Cavaliers. And let's see what they do in terms of mechanics. It's going to be a full timeout for Coach Shantiva Pruitt and the Cavaliers, who trail by 6. We'll be back. 48.2 to go in this one. Raiders 57, Cavaliers 51. You're following Raider basketball on GoRaidersLive.com.
Things were a little different back in 1979, but at McKee Ford, our approach to customer service hasn't changed. We're a family-owned and operated dealership with a commitment to respect and integrity. See us on the Big Ford Corner or online at McKeeFord.com.
At McKee Ford, we've got it. F-Series, Super Duty, Rangers, and Mavericks. All with up to $14,485 off MSRP.
See us on the Big Ford Corner or online at McKeeFord.com.
Great news. I just got the State Farm personal price plan on our home and auto insurance.
You told our agent about my thing for romance novels?
No, you don't have to get that personal. Our agent just helped me choose affordable options to create a personalized price just for us.
Oh, sweet. Then you won't believe the love triangle Jen is in now.
Contact me, State Farm agent Scott Carlson, to create your personal price plan today.
Prices vary by state. Options selected by customer. Availability and eligibility may vary.
Welcome back. Sorry we missed that little bit there. Raiders got the ball in good pressure. The Raiders were able to get a wide open layup look. It was missed. The Cavaliers brought it back down, and this is what you don't want to happen is a chance for the Cavaliers to score with no time going off the clock. So with 32 seconds, that one will be missed by Bryant. The lead is 6. Still a true two-possession game. Bryant, who's had a great game for the Cavaliers, will step up again, and this one she'll make for her 13th point of the game, and we'll have a foul. And the Raiders will go to the line.
Foul is on number 3, Taylor Silvernail.
And that was on 4th on Silvernail. Mackenzie Mack Schreiber now. See if she can just regain her composure after some uncharacteristic misses, and just drains that one. Nothing but net for Mackenzie Mack Schreiber. Good for her to step up there with confidence and atone for her missed shot. Huge one for the Raiders, and Yan. Wow. Ice in the veins. Would be so easy for a player to get frustrated and down on themselves. Schreiber knew what she had to do for the team, and that's bury threes. Horner, good look for a three. It's in and out. Bryant will get the board, and she got fouled, and there was really no contact. She initiated into Peterson. Peterson was just standing there, but they'll put her back on the line.
Two shots for number 22, Lacey Bryant.
And I know everybody goes back and looks at the games to just see kind of what happened, and I'll have to do the same. And here, this one's been sometimes open play, sometimes physical play. At any rate, Bryant nails the first and makes both. 5-point game. Oh, she must have only made both. And the quick foul again with 16 seconds to go. Still a two-possession game, but not a true two because it's only 5 here. That'll be the third on Kinval. And now the junior, Haley Falcon, will go to the line for the Raiders. It'll be her first free throws. She'll set. She'll put it up, and she'll drain it. So that's huge to go to two possession. This would be really huge here. Might ice it here for the Raiders, this one. For the junior. She's had a great weekend. She'll put the next one up, and nothing but net. Wow. 4 confident, great, strong free throws for a Raider team that's really finding their rhythm here. A whistle blown as they don't want to start it yet due to a sub maybe. Yeah, Falcon will come out as she's the free throw shooter. Sub offense for defense. And the Raiders will give token pressure here. They won't want to give away anything easy. Altenberg on the logo. We'll see. She'll drive. She'll take it in and get fouled. And that's probably going to be on Griswold, who just couldn't stay with Altenberg. But, boy, she gave it everything she got, trying to hold her legal guarding position. And that's a very tough assignment for Jessa, but she'll never back down from one. And, again, she was in great spot. Just the length of Altenberg just got her a little bit behind. Altenberg will make the first. And you want to talk about how good of a job the Raiders have done defensively. That's her 3rd point coming off of 29 last night. And that'll be her 4th. Good free throw shooter there. The Raiders get it in, and they'll foul Love this time. Raiders will try to, again, extend that 5-point lead to 7 in a 3-possession game. With 5.4 on the clock, the Raiders will send their senior captain, number 11, 5'5" guard, Finley Love, and she'll go to the line for 2. Raiders will pull back and not get any fouls. Love will stand there, shoot it, and good. Confident release by the senior, the Aggie commit, one of the captains. Just been so fun to watch all of the seniors, but Finley, especially with her just laser-focused defense that she's shown us over the years. Great job for her. She'll ice it with that one. 7-point lead. Altenberg from the logo. That misses. Raiders will just let that one bounce. And that's the ball game. That's your final. The final whistle. The Sioux Falls Cavaliers 56. The Rapid City Stevens Raiders 63. The Cavaliers will finish their season 13-7 and will hope to maintain their seed of number 6 as they prepare for SODAC 16 play. The Raiders improve to another great season of 16-4. 2 of those losses to the number 1 and 2 teams. One to Huron early in the season and to the team right below them, Aberdeen Central. So, and they'll be back at home on the court on March 6th for SODAC 16 action, opponent to be determined. We'll be back after these words from our sponsor to bring you a stat breakdown and a girls player of the game. You're following Raider Basketball on GoRaidersLive.com. We'll be right back.
Pests don't wait, and neither should you. At Olson's Pest Technicians, we've been protecting homes and businesses for over 55 years. From bats and attics to rodents and walls, ants in kitchens, stubborn bedbug infestations, even swarms of mosquitoes. We've seen it all, and we handle it all. With expert technicians, ethical treatments, and service across South Dakota, Nebraska, and Iowa, you can count on Olson's to get the job done right. Contact us today at Olson's Pest Technicians. Family owned, community trusted.
This is what matters. This is beyond X's and O's. This is the difference mutual respect makes. This is what character looks like. This is what defines us in South Dakota. This is sportsmanship. School sports. It's not the outcome that matters most, but the way the games are played. This message presented by the South Dakota High School Activities Association and the South Dakota Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
Would you buy your insurance from a cartoon character?
What's up, Doc?
Cartoons are good for a laugh, but when you're in an accident or you need your home covered and need help, it's no laughing matter. That's why you need a real person, like Lance at Van Z Insurance Associates. It's not just simple insurance either. Lance has you covered with home, life, auto, and business. Van Z Insurance is your place to call. Stop by today or give Lance a call at 605-393-2399.
Agriculture is like no other business, which makes Farm Credit Services of America like no other lender. Owned by the farmers and ranchers we serve, our customers have a voice in how we work, a stake in what we do, and share in our success. Discover a lender that works for you at Farm Credit Services of America.
Welcome back. We'll have a rundown here of the girls' game as the boys warm up here. Let's look at the tail of the tape here. The Jefferson Cavaliers had 16 turnovers. The Raiders had 13. Total rebounds for the Cavaliers, 30. For the Raiders, 32. Offensively, the rebounds for the Cavaliers, 8. Raiders, 12. So the Raiders were plus in those categories. Shooting-wise for both teams, the Cavaliers shot 42.6, almost 43% from the field, 29% from three-point land, and 75% from the line. For the Cavaliers, led all scorers was the SDSU softball commit and pride of Pettigrew Elementary, apologize, and that's number 22, senior Macy Bryant. Had a nice night for the Cavaliers. She led their scorers. For the Raiders, they shot almost as well, identical percentages for both teams from the field, 42.6. From the three-point land, however, the Raiders were 33%, and from the line they were 62.5% to give them their edge. And pretty balanced scoring for the Raiders, but leading the Raiders was Hallie Peterson, the senior captain, with 14. Next was Mackenzie Mack Schreiber with 12. And then Haley Falcon with 11. Marley Sayumanatafa with 10. Hayden Thornton added 7. Finley Love added 6, and Jessica Gridwald had that big 3 to total up to 63. So a huge weekend for the Raiders at home before the Sodak 16, upsetting number 3, Sioux Falls, Washington last night, and coming in and holding their own and standing their ground and gritting through a win against number 6, Sioux Falls Jefferson. So they've had 4 quality competitive games in the last 4 outings, and let's all hope, and they hope, that they are now battle-tested and playoff ready. They will host here at Carroll Higher on March 6th. Opponent to be determined. Let's get to the Raiders of the game from your producers here. They couldn't choose one, so they had to choose 2, and that's great. They're going to go with the captains, the senior captains, for their leadership on this weekend as co-players of the game. And they said Finley Love for her defense and clutch free throw shooting. So Finley, congratulations as being a Raider of the game from the producers. And with fellow captain and fellow senior Hallie Peterson for leading all scorers with 14 and doing all the other good things she does. So congratulations to those 2. We'll be back after a short break here to bring you the boys' action. We'll bring you the pregame and interview from Raider Boy Basketball Junior, kind of the guard everybody guy, and that's Henry Hansen. So we'll be back in a few minutes to pregame the boys. You're following Raider basketball on GoRaidersLive.com, LiveTicket.tv.
Out here, you learn that to keep growing, you have to keep changing. CHS and the farmers and ranchers we serve know all about change, because together we've changed agriculture. That's why we're the largest farmer-owned cooperative in the country. So farmers own the system they count on, with advantages at every step. From innovative tools that help crops grow, to grain processing expertise, to energy solutions, we create connections to empower agriculture. Learn more at chsinc.com.
Where can you get surprisingly great rates on auto and renter's insurance? At State Farm. I'm State Farm Agent Matt McCormick, and I'm your one-stop shop in Rapid City for protecting your car and your stuff for surprisingly great rates. So stop looking around. Call me, State Farm Agent Matt McCormick, for surprisingly great auto and renter's rates today. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Individual premiums will vary by customer. All applicants subject to State Farm underwriting requirements.
Welcome to Bowie Foods at Al's Oasis Plaza. My great-grandfather, Gus Bowie, opened the first store in 1905. I'm R.F. Bowie, the president of Bowie Foods. We aren't your typical store. You'll find everything you need for your family. You'll save money, and I promise you're going to enjoy your grocery shopping experience. We carry a lot of locally produced products and some things you just aren't going to find anywhere else. South Dakota owned, family owned, Bowie Foods.
Diamond Roofing is your trusted roofing contractor in Rapid City and the surrounding Black Hills area. With over 40 years of experience, they specialize in residential and commercial roofing, as well as siding, windows, and gutter installation. They also collaborate with general contractors to install roofs on new home construction. Diamond Roofing offers customized solutions that fit both your needs and your budget. Call 605-720-7663 for a quote or visit diamondroofingcorp.com today.
Hi, this is Nate Brown reminding you to join the Nate Brown Show live weekdays from 4 to 6 p.m. It's Rapid City's sports talk show and Rapid City's only call-in radio show. With big-name guests from across the country to the local sports coverage you just can't get anywhere else. Join the conversation every weekday for thought-provoking sports talk. This is your show. Don't miss the Nate Brown Show from 4 to 6 p.m. on 106.7 FM and 1150 a.m. And stream us all the time at foxsportsrapidcity.com.
It's time for Happy Honda Days at Danny Menno Rushmore Honda. Shop the area's best selection of pre-owned Hondas and Honda certified pre-owned. Get financing as low as 1.99% APR on certified pre-owned CRVs, HRVs, and other select models. 1.99! Plus, shop a lot full of used cars, trucks, and SUVs, including 4x4s and all-wheel drives, imports, and domestics, all with Rushmore Honda discounts. See us at Danny Menno Rushmore Honda or RushmoreHonda.com. This time of year, you never know what Mother Nature has planned. Be ready for it in a 4x4 truck or sport utility from Danny Menno Toyota. Shop a great selection of go-in-the-snow 4x4s and all-wheel drives, domestics, and imports. Plus, the area's best selection of used Toyotas and Toyota Certified Pre-Owned. Get financing as low as 4.99% APR for up to 72 months on certified pre-owned, including RAV4s. See us at Denny Menho Toyota or DennyMenhoToyota.com.
Lucky for us, life is full of choices, big and small. They define us, make us who we are. And when it comes time for you to choose, a car, home, your next big adventure, or start a new business, Farmers Union Insurance has the variety of coverage options to protect each perfect moment. Farmers Union Insurance. Contact your local Farmers Union Insurance agent today.
Futures aren't made by accident. They're dreamt, they're planned, they're discovered. At Northern State University, futures are the result of hard work and grit. NSU is an academic powerhouse with a spirit of exploration and genuine support, where professors know your name and push you to discover what you're truly capable of. But don't take our word for it. When you experience Northern, you'll see the difference here.
When you ask for Black Hills Surgical Hospital, you ask for someone who believes in hospitality. You ask for someone who treats everyone like a VIP and believes the absolute best shouldn't cost more and makes you feel comfortable, even when you are vulnerable. You ask for someone who cares about the little things as much as the big things. You ask for someone who treats you like you are loved, because you are. Black Hills Surgical Hospital. Ask for us by name.
Welcome to GoRaidersLive.com and to today's Class AA Boys Basketball Contest featuring the visiting Sioux Falls Jefferson Cavaliers and the host, Rapid City Stevens Raiders. Brought to you subscription-free on GoRaidersLive.com, LiveTicket.tv, and you can follow us on YouTube, Stevens Raiders. Well, as we get set for this one, the Jefferson Cavaliers come in off a loss last night to Rapid City Central, 50-66. They come in with a record of 9-10, coming off a 24-25 campaign, going 12-11 and finishing 5th in Class AA. The Raiders, after another tough loss last night, come into this one 5-14 and look to end the season with a win. They're right now the number 10 of the Cavaliers ranking, and the Raiders fell to the 17th seed. So as of now, they would not go into the Sodak 16, but there's some other games to be played and some math to be done. We earlier were able to talk to number 10, Raider Junior, guard, forward, center, you name it. He guards everybody, and that's Henry Hansen. We asked him how he liked the up-tempo system that the Raiders are now playing, and here's what Henry had to say about that.
I believe the up-tempo system is reflective of modern basketball, and it allows us to score a lot more and stay with some of these teams that otherwise are more athletic than us, but we are able to pressure them, and I think Coach has prepared us for a more up-tempo system by conditioning us really well in practice, and that was one of his big points before the season.
So that was a great perspective there from Henry Hansen, and then we asked him, how does he prepare and embrace his role and adaptability to have to guard so many players. You can see him guarding the point guard one possession. 4 possessions later, he's got a forearm and a big 6'6" post player, and this is what he had to say about that. Oh, excuse me, this didn't roll forward, but we'll get there in just a second. Here's what he has to say about that.
I think we knew going into the season that one of my big things was defense, and being one of the stronger guys on the team, they know my biggest asset is guarding the 1 through the 5. If I get switched on to someone, I can take them. I can guard the 5 down low and push them out, and I think coaches appreciate that. And a lot of my playing time comes from that when we have a tough team that has multiple guys that we know we have to match up against.
And a lot along those lines. We kind of asked him what helps him, in his mind, what helps him prepare for that type of versatile role he has to play. And this is his thoughts on that one coming up here from Henry Hansen.
I think lifting is really important, and Coach Brandon's tried to emphasize that we need to be in the weight room more, and I think that'll really help, especially against those Metro Conference teams, because they're all in the weight room, and that's what we need.
And we ended up just asking Henry to do a quick reflection on, the season, and kind of noted, hey, you haven't won as many games as you like, but how do you feel it's going? And this is what he had to say.
I believe that even though we didn't get the record we may have wanted this season, we improved as a program, and we've shown how we want to play for the seasons to come. And the seniors this year have started to build something, and I think it's going to go a long ways with Yellow Robe continuing to coach.
And so, great perspective there, and great to hear from another Raider, and that was Henry Hansen. So intelligent, articulate, just was able to answer those questions on the spot. They don't get a lot of time to prep, and good to hear that he's out there and embracing his role selflessly to just guard whoever they ask him to guard. As we get ready for this one, we'll have the lineups coming up shortly here as the crowd gets the sportsmanship announcement as we get ready for Class AA boys basketball here. First, we're going to introduce the cheerleaders. Miss Espinoza will be one. Abby Covey. Kaylin Barnes. Natalie Baker. Vivi Wasson. Kate Terry. Shaylee Cowie. Sadie Morgan. And Matea Dubray, one of the seniors last night, along with all those we named, coached by Jamie Exner.
First, let's meet the visiting team from Jefferson High School.
Cavaliers starters.
Number 4,
Kawhi Mahan, number 4, a 6'1 senior guard. A 5'10 senior guard, Caleb Goodroad. A 6'5 junior, Colby Nutbrock. 6'1 senior forward, Brody McCarty. And a 6'7 center, Easton Riley.
Zobin, Bakdal, Tanner Machachik, Eric Snell, and head coach for the Cavaliers is Tim Rapp. And now, ladies and gentlemen, how about the starters for your Rapid City Stevens Raiders?
And now the starters for the Raiders.
Number 0, Seth Paw.
A 5'11 senior point guard, number 0, Seth Paw.
Lucas Marcus.
A 6'1 junior guard, Lucas Marcus.
Anders Christensen.
A 6'2 junior forward, Anders Christensen. Andrew Zimmerman, 6'6 forward center, sophomore. And a 6'3 forward shooting guard, Drayson Paulson will get the start.
Officials for today's game, a trio of Gottliebs, Shane, Matt, and Nick.
We've got the firm refereeing the game, and that's going to be senior partner Nick Gottlob. The junior partners Shane Gottlob and Matt Gottlob. So the firm on the call. The Gottlobs did it, may be what the theme of this one is, jokingly. Good group here, good crew, solid. A lot of experience, state tournament experience. Paulson for 3, he's lined up, looks good, buries it. Drayson Paulson, the senior, opens up the scoring, bringing some rain with the 3, and now taking the baseline is Kawhi Mahan. Good jump shot, a little hard off the board. Paul will get it. He'll get it to Lucas Marcus, who will dribble in. Think about a soft little jumper, kick it back out to Paul. Paul will turn on the dribble. He'll reset. He'll get it over to Lucas Marcus. Lucas Marcus will go inside. Football carry and a layup that just goes in and out. Did everything right. And the Cavaliers will bring it back down with Brody McCarty getting it over to number 10, Goodroad, and then a little turn jumper by number 12, Colby Nutbrock, who went right back up, but there was a foul. And that'll be a quick one on Anders Christensen. Nutbrock got good position down there. He had 16 last night in the win over Central. And he'll step to the line. His first one is off, so he'll miss his first throw. Henry Hansen, who we just interviewed, will come in. And he'll go low and box out this Brody McCarty. Nutbrock, his second. That release is good. Much better release. And that'll put the Cavaliers on the board. Zimmerman will get it back to Paul. Paul will bring it up over the timeline back to Zimmerman. Zimmerman, top of the key, almost handed off to Paul, but instead takes the ball, goes deep in, and a little left-handed floater. It falls short, and running back with it will be Nutbrock. Nutbrock, a little Euro step, no travel call, and a layup to tie it up. Paul. He'll step back, think about the three. Paulson will take it off the back iron and out. Long rebound. No fouls called. A hard layup off the block. Ball getting challenged. Eventually Paulson comes up with it to Hansen, to Lucas Marcus, who gets picked, and it'll go to Pa. So a lot of activity, a lot of body contact, a lot of dig hand action. Pa, stop. Pop, and they're going to say nope, traveling. And it'll be a turnover. Tie game, 6 to go in the first. Both teams trying to settle in here. Cavaliers tried to go down low to Easton Riley. Raiders were able to block that up. Let's see if they do that again as Nutbrock will bring the ball up, marked by Hansen. He'll go over to Goodroad. Goodroad down now to Riley. Riley will turn. Little jump hook, not there. Pushed out. Seth Powell will get it. A nice, nifty little floater. Good. Boy, he tipped the ball away from the Sioux Falls defender. And now we're going to get bench warning. I think we'll have a bench warning on the Raiders. Not quite sure. Anyway, what that stoppage was, no fouls go on the board. It's 5-3 Raiders off of the nifty little move by senior Seth Paul. And Henry Hansen will continue to mark Colby Nutbrock. Nutbrock, a 6'5 junior forward who's playing guard, and that's a buried three from the corner by Brody McCarty. And the lead goes to the Cavaliers. Paul on the logo, over to Paulson. Paulson thought about a three, dribbles in, gives Zimmerman a good angle for a take and a layup. Nicely done. Combination play between Paulson and Zimmerman. Raiders regain the lead. 7-6, 5 minutes to go in this one. Goodroad with the ball. He'll get it down to Mann. Turn and good there, that time by number 22, Easton Riley. There the link showed he had 7 against the Cobblers. Lucas Marcus will drive, stop. Thought about a shot, get it back to Seth Paul. Paul on the letters. Stops his dribble, gets it to Zimmerman, top of the key. Zimmerman, spin dribble, spin back. Up, go to the hole and off the glass. Good patience in the paint by Zimmerman. Good of him to keep his dribble in there and not lose it. Goodroad now gets it down low to Riley. This could be a Riley Zimmerman show, but no, knocked away by Hansen. Pushed up by Lucas Marcus to Seth Pa, who battles for it and comes down with it. He'll stop. Mann goes down. Pa will get a wide open layup after his fancy handles, and the Raiders will lead by 3. 4 to go in the first. Pa will take Goodroad. He'll get it to Nutbrock. Nutbrock inside. Tough by Riley, not in there. Zimmerman knocks the ball to Lucas Marcus for the rebound. He'll go all the way in for a layup and get blocked. The ball will get knocked around, eventually come to the Raiders. Good pass underneath, and Hansen will finish, and Hoop and Harm coming from the backside to try to block it. Didn't get there. Henry Hansen was able to get it in with his strength. And Shane Kotlob says, nope, got him in the back. And that's going to be on Goodroad, his first. And Hansen will go to the line for the Raiders to try to convert the traditional three. Great job by the Raiders just to stay persistent on that one, never give up. And a fancy little kind of wind around English pass by Paulson to find a wide open Hansen, who converted, and now will try to convert. That one's short, but it goes right to Lucas Marcus. He'll pump. He'll go up. He'll finish with 2. Raiders just kind of outworking the Cavaliers right now. Man with a good move. Wow, what hops and it drops. That was impressive. Kawhi Mann with 2. He had 8 against the Cobblers. Paulson wanted a 3, not there. He resets for Pa. Pa steps back. He'll throw a 3 up. That one's long. Long rebound, and that goes to number 23, Mercer Chapman. And the ball's almost turnover, but Peyton Miley, who's now in, was able to regain it, and then it's stolen from Mann, and it'll get up to Lucas Marcus, who tries to go to Zimmerman. It's kicked out, and eventually number 24 just stays with it. Montnell Jensen will get it in to number 4, Kawhi Mann, for a two-handed dunk, and that shot's missed by the Raiders. Miley will get it off with a nice pass to Mann. He'll go all the way up to number 22, Riley, whose length was able to let it catch that pass. And it goes back to a 1-point game. Couple huge possessions by the Cavaliers, and Coach Yellowrobe wants to slow it down and talk about it. He'll take a 30-second timeout here with 2:30 to go in the first. Raiders 15, Cavaliers 14. You're following Raider basketball. GoRaidersLive.com.
The innocence of youth. Is there anything any better? But soon they'll be in high school and facing all the same challenges you faced. How to make friends, how to fit in, how to be cool. We want our children to have everything they'll need to live fulfilling and productive lives. Make sure the kids in your family are among the more than 57,000 participants here in South Dakota who take part in high school sports or activities.
Another shout out to our production team, Delaney and Jacob, giving us that replay there of Drayson Paulson making it rain inside Carroll Hire. Back now, Raiders possession. Hansen will dribble in, not there. Pistol Peyton Crawford in along with Logan Neeson. He'll kick it out to Pa. Pa thought about a 3. He'll kick it out. Neeson will take one. Just off. Good look. Ball gets messed around. Neeson gets in there, gets dirty. Hansen's in there, tries to pull it away, and we're eventually going to call a jump between Miley and Hansen. Both players really working hard to get that ball. And it'll go to the Cavaliers. And the change up and line up by a few changes of rec has brought a little more energy to the Cavaliers. Getting outworked early. Now tables have turned and now it's stabilized. Miley off the bounce. He'll get it over to McCarty. McCarty will go in and altered. Nope, they're going to say foul. It looked like Neeson altered his shot, but he came down with his block hand late and he got him. But love that Logan's just standing in there, not backing down. Started, last night he had a great game, challenged a lot of things, and now on the line is McCarty. His first is good. Brody McCarty, the 6'1" senior. After some subs here, will go to the line for his second throw from the stripe. On the floor for the Raiders, Neeson, Hansen, Pa, Crawford, and Lucas Marcus. The second one by Brody McCarty is good. And on the floor for the Cavaliers, Nutbrock, Riley, Miley, Jensen, and McCarty. Little movement there. Neeson will take it to the hole. Thought about it. Then kicks it back out to Crawford. 12 on the shot clock. Pa looking to use the screen. Does. Cuts the screen. Goes in. Nice layup by Seth Pa. Just like a chess player thinking 3 steps ahead. Knew where the player was going to be as he influenced their position with his dribble and then just smoothly took it down the lane. Raiders lead by 1. Nutbrock takes baseline. Hansen right there doing a great job. Tough shot thrown up. Good defense, but the length of Easton Riley was able to get the ball and put it back in. Unlucky for the Raiders because Henry Hansen just played about as good as defense one-on-one as you could. Logan Neeson thought about a three, doesn't. Dribbles out of it. Pressured by Miley. Gets the ball to Paul. Paul will step back, take a long three. That's not there. Lucas Marcus on the rebound, and they'll call a jump. Marcus got tied up with Montanel Jensen, the sophomore guard, and it'll be possession Raiders. 37 seconds to go. Raiders lead by 1, 34 on the shot clock. We'll see if they try to get one or get the best shot and give the Cavaliers a chance. And instead, Lucas Marcus slipped out of the corner and lost the ball. Nutbrock will take it right to the hole with the left hand after switching from the right, and he'll score, and the lead will now be 3 for the Cavaliers. Paul. Just hold for one here. Shot clock off. He'll take a three, just off. No chance there. They'll have a shot at it, and just short. So at the end of the first quarter, Cavaliers 20, Rapid City Stevens Raiders 17. We'll recap the first quarter real quick. For the Cavaliers, Mahan had 4, Nutbrock 5, McCarty 5, and Riley 6. For the Raiders, Paw 6, Lucas Marcus 2, Henry Hansen 2, Zimmerman 4, and Drayson Paulson 3. We'll be back for the start of the second quarter after words from our generous sponsors, bringing you Raider Athletics subscription free.
At Dakota Discount RV, our mission is to make your RV experience fun and easy by providing quality recreational vehicles, competitive pricing, and professional sales and service. We're proud to offer the finest names in RVs. Our big inventory of fifth wheels, travel trailers, and toy haulers allow us to save customers thousands of dollars compared to most dealers. Come see us at either of our 2 locations, 3330 East Mall Drive, Rapid City, or 11200 JB Road, exit 48, Somerset.
Welcome back to Carroll Higher Gymnasium on the campus of Rapid City Stevens High School. The Cavaliers will open up the second quarter with possession. Kawhi Mahan will put it into number 10, Caleb Goodroad, as Raiders will show pressure with Anders Christensen and Pistol Peyton Crawford. Crawford will pick up Goodroad. He'll get it over to McCarty. McCarty gets it to Nutbrock, knocked away by Zimmerman, but Mayan gets it, and he'll get it right back in to Riley. Riley goes up, not there. One hand put back by Nutbrock. Boy, that was a strong move by him, and the lead goes to 5 now. Lucas Marcus, Anders Christensen, he'll step back. 3, good! Anders Christensen in rhythm. Raiders get beat back down the floor, and the length of Easton Riley lets him do an easy reverse layup. Zimmerman now back down the other side, and he'll go up and score himself after he got Riley in the air. So just like in the girls, put your track spikes on. And now Nutbrock. Try to slow it down, but we're going to have a foul. And that's going to go on Neeson. Or do we have a double foul? We have a double foul called on Easton Riley and Logan Neeson. And like to see that. The scoreboard's confused, but it's just a double foul.
Multiple fouls, number 15 for the Raiders, Logan Neeson.
Like to see that Logan Neeson isn't backing down. And then from the corner, good drain by Kawhi Mahan. Left wide open on the set play. And the lead is now 6. Christensen tries to split defenders. It's knocked away by Goodroad. He'll get it up to Mahan. He'll get another 2. He has 9, just like that. Jace Gingras tries to get the pass down low to Zimmerman. He does. Zimmerman, quick putback, not there. Goes back up. Soft little touch around the basket, and it's good. He'll have 8 to lead the Raiders. They trail by 5. 6:29 to go here. Mahan marked by Christensen. Nutbrock marked by Jace Gingras, the sophomore. Long three by Riley. That's no good. Crawford puts it back up to Christensen. Goes back down to Gingras, who goes into Zimmerman. A little jump hook and in. That'll give Zimmerman 10 points, and Coach Tim Reck has seen enough of those baskets underneath. He'll take a timeout here. It looks like he's got a 30 with 6:07 to go in the half. Raiders 26, Cavaliers 29. We'll be right back after this 30.
Community banking should be kind of personal. That's because there's no one-size-fits-all when it comes to you. Fortunately, Security First Bank gets that. And that means you get more, too, like online tools, in-person expertise, and tailored banking solutions for your family or business. So, from balanced budgets to bucket lists, we're the bank for all you're doing. Security First Bank.
Another great job by the production staff bringing you that replay where you could clearly see the junior Anders Christensen, long three from the letters on the R, draining the three for the Raiders, helping them fight back into this one. They trail by 3. Nutbrock will bring it up and hand it over to Goodroad. Goodroad marked by Crawford. He'll get it down into McCarty. McCarty looking. He's got Gingras on him. He'll go down to Nutbrock, who just gets a nice little pass over to Tyson Tees, looks like. Oh, nope, that's number 24, Montanel Jensen, who gets the easy 2 off the pass. That one's missed by the Raiders. They had an offensive board second look. Now Mahan sprints it up. Behind the back, a lot of contact. No foul. Can't make it. Gingras tries to get the ball out to Paw. He eventually does. Wolf, nobody calls Wolf on Paw. And the hustling Montanel Jensen will knock it out of bounds, but it'll stay with the Raiders. 29 on the shot clock. They trail by 5. Big possession here for the Raiders. They get the play call in from the bench, and they'll get it to Zimmerman in the corner. See if he looks straight back down. No, he looks to get it back to Paw. Paw on a little roll to Zimmerman, but he's picked by Montanel Jensen, who'll go the other way to Nutbrock with a nice little finish with the left hand. He'll have 9, and his lead is 7. Paw from Christensen. He'll give a little move. He'll go in. He'll try to shoot, but he'll get fouled. Good take by Paw. Help came over late from Montanel Jensen, and he got him.
Foul is on number 24, Montanel Jensen, his first.
Paw will go to the line for 2. It'll be the first free throws for the Raiders in the game. Paw first. Good.
Check that, team foul number 3.
Miley will check back in for McCarty. Lucas Marcus will come back in for Crawford. Paw to the stripe for his second throw. Release is there, looks good, and it'll get the shooter's touch and bounce in for Seth Paw. He has 8. Raiders trail by 5. Gingras went for the ball on Nutbrock, who kind of baited him. He gets around him. Montanel Jensen kicks it back out to Nutbrock. Wide open for 3. That's off. Miley battles with Zimmerman for the rebound. Lucas Marcus comes out of there strong with it. Gets it to Zimmerman. Zimmerman wants to go to the hole. Does. A little turn and doesn't make it. Good rebound by Miley to box out Christensen. And that's going to be a travel there as Mahan had a good pass to Jensen, but Jensen just took that extra step to gather. That's a big break for the Raiders with 4:19 to go. This, again, in that 5-point range, these are huge possessions for the Raiders not to let this thing get away, to keep hanging in there. A win would certainly help their chances and almost lock their chances to get a berth into the Sodak 16. Christensen misses the 3. Zimmerman with the rebound. Back out to Paw. Paw on the bottom of the logo. He'll shake. He'll bake a little bit. Nice pass to Zimmerman. Zimmerman thought about a three. Now he'll take on the little left-handed hook shot goes out. He took Riley on the dribble, but just couldn't finish. Miley will kick it back out to Jensen. Jensen wide open three. That's off. Rebound goes to nobody, and it's kicked ahead. It's going to eventually get to Zimmerman, who can't get it. He gets it down to Lucas Marcus high off the board, and Gingras will have to finish. That was about the weirdest, easiest transition basket I've seen, and a good pass. No, they're going to call it offensive foul on Jensen. Seth Paul held his ground down there, knowing that Riley was on the other side, and Jensen, as he made the wraparound pass, ran into a set defender, and that'll be his second foul. And the Raiders, every possession matters, can cut it down even to more now. Can tie it or go down by one. Lucas Marcus. Christensen on the take. Goes out wide to Pa. Pa step back three. That's going to be short. Lucas Marcus tries to get it, but corralled by Cavaliers. Miley will get it over the tie line. He'll go high over the top to Nutbrock. Easy layup. Good pass by Miley there. And a huge bucket. Now Zimmerman with three. Good! Andrew Zimmerman, are you kidding me? 13 in the half with that three. 2-point game. Riley will take it in. Tough on Zimmerman. Zimmerman will block him. Timed it perfect. Christensen. Lucas Marcus to the hole. Blocked and a foul. 2:38 to go. And that foul will be the fifth on Cavaliers for this quarter. So the Raiders will be in the bonus. And that was on Nutbrock, his first. He did challenge Marcus enough not to give up the layup. So Lucas will have to earn him from the stripe. First one is off. Just off to the right. At least look good. And now Paulson will come back in. Christensen will sit. For the Raiders, Van Beek, Zimmerman, Lucas Marcus, Paw, and Paulson. For the Cavaliers, Riley, McCarty, Mann, Goodroad, and Miley. And makes the second, does Lucas Marcus. He'll have 3 points. It's a 1-point game. Backdoor, Mann's there. Whoa, so quick. And he'll get 2 more. He'll have 11. Pa, handoff from Zimmerman. Handed off to Paulson. Shot's not there. Get back to Pa. Van Beek will screen Pa. 3-pointer. That's off. Van Beek and Lucas Marcus challenge. And I think they're going to get Lucas Marcus for coming from behind to try to snipe. Van Beek puts his hand up saying, I'll take that foul. We'll see who it goes on. And they will honor Tate Van Beek raising the hand, old school, when you get a foul, and they'll give it to him. So that's the third team foul on the Raiders. They trail by 3 here. It's been a good one. Pretty high scoring, really, for the first half here. 34-37. Mann. Marked by Pa. Mann, so quick, so long, so springy. And he'll, little reverse turnaround. He'll get another 2 for 13. Pa. Raiders trailing by 5. 1:30 to go. He'll get a nice left-handed layup. Another good move. Way to protect the ball. Football carry. Cavaliers right back down to Mann. Mann. Over to Goodroad. To McCarty. Now to Miley. Miley will get it to the top to Mann. He'll take a long 3. It's short. Pa will get the rebound. He'll push it out to Lucas Marcus. See if he takes it to the hole. He does. Stops. Little jumper over the top. Doesn't get it. Unlucky. Did everything right. Just couldn't get it to fall. 3-point lead. Mann now will come in. He'll challenge Logan Neeson and score. 15 for him. Lucas Marcus takes it to the paint, loses it. Neeson with the 3 just off. Lucas Marcus with the rebound. He gets nailed. He'll go up and get fouled, but not able to finish. He'll get the act of shooting. The veteran official, Nick Gottlob, had the hand up but delayed the call until he went up for a shot. So it'll be a shooting foul. It had been a shooting foul anyway with 5 fouls. So either way, Lucas Marcus will try to cut the lead from the line. He'll make one.
Lucas Marcus scores the first of 2 free throws.
And now he'll try to get his total up to 5 and cut the lead to 3. Will the junior, Lucas Marcus, and now he's dialed in from the line. That's 3 in a row for the Lucas Marcus show, and Raiders trail by 3 with less than right around 45 to go. Man, strong bounce, takes it in the lane. Good job there by Marcus to defend him. Riley takes it in on Neeson, and they're going to get a foul. Neeson thought he was straight up, but his left arm came down a little bit on the ball. So hard not to do when you have a 6'7", a long Riley that he's defending. Riley will go to the line. Neeson will get his third. And Riley will make his free throw to extend the lead to 4 and 2-possession game. Zimmerman, Christensen, Marcus, Paw, and Paulson for the Raiders. Second one's up and in, so some good free throw shooting by both teams here. Zimmerman, kick it out to Paulson. Paulson 3, looks a little short, and it was. Good job by Lucas Marcus. See if he goes right back up. He gets it out to Paulson. Tipped over to Paw. Shot clock is off. Coach Yellow Robe will shout some instructions. They know the set play. They get set up. 8 seconds. 5 seconds. A little screen and roll not there. Paw thought Paulson was going to get it, and a foul as Riley was going up to finish. And they got a common foul on Paw there. He didn't mean to bring him down. He just wanted to stop the ball. That's going to go on Paw. Raiders kind of were passive to that loose ball there, and that could cause a lead to go to 7 here if Riley can convert with .9 on the clock. So unlucky there. The Raiders worked the shot clock down to try to get the last one and turned it over. Empty possession. Riley will try to convert that into points. His first one is good. He's perfect from the line here. 3 on 3. The 6'7" junior had 7 against Central. He already has 11 here. And he makes the second, make it 12. So at the end of the half, the Cavaliers 45, Raiders 38. We'll be back to recap the stats from the first half and the start of the third quarter after words from our generous sponsors, bringing you Raider Athletics subscription free.
How do we solve our patients' hard-to-solve medical problems? Our doctors and specialists collaborate, sharing their vast knowledge and Mayo Clinic's unique expertise. It's this working together that helps solve our patients' hard-to-solve medical problems. Monument Health, proud member of the Mayo Clinic Care Network.
Things were a little different back in 1979, but at McKee Ford, our approach to customer service hasn't changed. We're a family-owned and operated dealership with a commitment to respect and integrity. See us on the Big Ford Corner or online at McKeeFord.com.
At McKee Ford, we've got it. F-Series, Super Duty, Rangers, and Mavericks. All with up to $14,485 off MSRP.
See us on the Big Ford Corner or online at McKeeFord.com.
Great news. I just got the State Farm Personal Price Plan on our home and auto insurance.
You told our agent about my thing for romance novels?
No, you don't have to get that personal. Our agent just helped me choose affordable options to create a personalized price just for us.
Oh, sweet. Then you won't believe the love triangle Jen is in now.
Contact me, State Farm agent Scott Carlson, to create your personal price plan today.
Prices vary by state. Options selected by customer. Availability and eligibility may vary.
Pests don't wait, and neither should you. At Olson's Pest Technicians, we've been protecting homes and businesses for over 55 years. From bats in attics to rodents in walls, ants in kitchens, stubborn bedbug infestations, even swarms of mosquitoes. We've seen it all, and we handle it all. With expert technicians, ethical treatments, and service across South Dakota, Nebraska, and Iowa, you can count on Olson's to get the job done right. Contact us today at Olson's Pest Technicians. Family owned, community trusted.
This is what matters. This is beyond X's and O's. This is the difference mutual respect makes. This is what character looks like. This is what defines us in South Dakota. This is sportsmanship. School sports. It's not the outcome that matters most, but the way the games are played. This message presented by the South Dakota High School Activities Association and the South Dakota Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
Would you buy your insurance from a cartoon character?
What's up, Doc?
Cartoons are good for a laugh, but when you're in an accident or you need your home covered and need help, it's no laughing matter. That's why you need a real person, like Lance at Van Zee Insurance Associates. It's not just simple insurance either. Lance has you covered with home, life, auto, and business. Van Zee Insurance is your place to call. Stop by today or give Lance a call at 605-393-2399.
Agriculture is like no other business, which makes Farm Credit Services of America like no other lender. Owned by the farmers and ranchers we serve, our customers have a voice in how we work, a stake in what we do, and share in our success. Discover a lender that works for you at Farm Credit Services of America.
Out here, you learn that to keep growing, you have to keep changing. CHS and the farmers and ranchers we serve know all about change, because together we've changed agriculture. That's why we're the largest farmer-owned cooperative in the country. So farmers own the system they count on, with advantages at every step. From innovative tools that help crops grow, to grain processing expertise, to energy solutions, we create connections to empower agriculture. Learn more at chsinc.com.
Where can you get surprisingly great rates on auto and renter's insurance? At State Farm. I'm State Farm Agent Matt McCormick, and I'm your one-stop shop in Rapid City for protecting your car and your stuff for surprisingly great rates. So stop looking around. Call me, State Farm Agent Matt McCormick, for surprisingly great auto and renter's rates today. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Individual premiums will vary by customer. All applicants subject to State Farm underwriting requirements.
Welcome to Bowie Foods at Al's Oasis Plaza. My great-grandfather, Gus Bowie, opened the first store in 1905. I'm R.F. Bowie, the president of Bowie Foods. We aren't your typical store. You'll find everything you need for your family. You'll save money, and I promise you're going to enjoy your grocery shopping experience. We carry a lot of locally produced products and some things you just aren't going to find anywhere else. South Dakota owned, family owned, Bowie Foods.
Diamond Roofing is your trusted roofing contractor in Rapid City and the surrounding Black Hills area. With over 40 years of experience, they specialize in residential and commercial roofing, as well as siding, windows, and gutter installation. They also collaborate with general contractors to install roofs on new home construction. Diamond Roofing offers customized solutions that fit both your needs and your budget. Call 605-720-7663 for a quote or visit diamondroofingcorp.com today.
Hi, this is Nate Brown reminding you to join the Nate Brown Show live weekdays from 4 to 6 p.m. It's Rapid City's sports talk show and Rapid City's only call-in radio show. With big-name guests from across the country to the local sports coverage you just can't get anywhere else. Join the conversation every weekday for thought-provoking sports talk. This is your show. Don't miss the Nate Brown Show from 4 to 6 p.m. on 106.7 FM and 1150 a.m. And stream us all the time at foxsportsrapidcity.com.
Welcome back to Class AA boys basketball at the half. Rapid City Stephens Raiders 38, Sioux Falls Jefferson Cavaliers 45. Let's look at the stats from the half. The Cavaliers had 5 turnovers. The Raiders had 6. Rebounds, the Raiders have an edge. The Cavaliers with 15, 2 offensive. The Raiders with 19, 9 offensive. And then where the separation starts to see is the shooting percentage. The Cavaliers are on fire, shooting over 58% from the field, 29% from 3, and 88% from the line, 7 out of 8 there. The Raiders, almost 42% from the field, so not bad. 20% from three-point land, 3 out of 15, and 71% from the line. That brings us to the spot we're at here in the scoring column for the Cavaliers. Kawhi Mayen, wow, what a special player. Fun to watch. He has 15 at the half. Colby Nutbrock is at 11, and the 6'7" Easton Riley has put in 12. Adding 5 is McCarty, and Montanel Jensen with 2 to get to the 45. For the Raiders, Seth Paugh will have 10. Andrew Zimmerman leads all Raiders with 13. And then Paugh's 10, followed by Lucas Marcus's 5, Anders Christensen 3, along with Drayson Paulson, who drained a big 3. And then Henry Hansen with 2, and Jace Gingras with 2 to get to 38 for the Raiders. Again, the Raiders really need to secure a win here to have some hopes to earn a spot in the Sodak 16. Trying to look at other scores on our score feed, as you can see on the screen here. And, of course, it shows this game first, and let's see what it flashes to. Watertown will secure their seed against Pierre. Washington beats Central, so that may shift things a little bit. Yankton is leading Douglas, and let's see here, and then this score here. Let's see if I can get some others, but that'll kind of round it out for Class AA in terms of games. Would be today. Last allowable contest for boys here. Other scores, yeah, looks like these are the only games. The rest of the ESD, Spearfish will play Brookings, which shouldn't have any bearing. So Central falling to Washington. If the Raiders could sneak a win here, they have a chance to get into the Sodak 16, and so they're playing to extend their season. On the girls' side today, Washington over Central 53-37, Yankton over Douglas, Watertown over Pierre. Spearfish took it to Brookings in the girls' game there, 59-21. So that's an update of some scores around the area. And we'll get set to go here in the second half of this one. The senior partner of the firm, Nick Gottlob, will stand at half with the ball to get this one going. Raiders will open this second half with the possession. So we start the third here. Raiders trail by 7. Paul will get the ball. He's in with Paulson, Zimmerman, Lucas Marcus, and Anders Christensen. Lucas Marcus stops. Good pass to Zimmerman, but not going to have a foul, and they're going to call it on Nutbrock, and they say it's on the way up, so Zimmerman will go to the line for 2. Good take there. Good pick and roll there by the Raiders. Got the rotation of the defense a little behind them, and Zimmerman was able to take it to the hole and get the foul. His first is off. He'll step back and kind of shake it out and step back to the line here. The 6'6" sophomore having a nice game. And he will score his 14th point of the afternoon with that make. And it's a 2-possession game. Mayen will come right back down and spring up over everybody. Jump shot not there. And Paws run onto, no foul called. And he'll just brush it off and come back down. Zimmerman will go to the hole. Little jumper. It's not good. Nutbrock did a good job of challenging him defensively. And Colby will bring the ball up for the Cavaliers, and he'll hand it off to Goodroad. Goodroad now. Surveying. He'll get it over to Man. Riley, a little jumper from the free throw line, and he was wide open, and he'll nail it. And he'll have 14. Lucas Marcus will get on my end, a little turnaround jumper. It's off the back of the rim. Christensen fights to keep it alive. It goes out of bounds, and neither of the junior partners see who it wins off, and they're going to call it off of. They're going to call it off of the Cavaliers. It'll be balled to the Raiders. Fresh shot clock here for the Raiders. They trail. Football carry. Seth Paw will finish. 2-possession game again. Goodroad gets run into by McCarty. Almost made him travel, but that congestion gets sorted out by the Cavaliers. Little traffic jam there. McCarty looks inside, gets it inside. Good position. No, and a foul will be called, and 2. No basket. They're waving it off. It was as his first went up, and that's going to be on Anders Christensen, I believe.
Foul is on number 2, Anders Christensen.
And he'll be his second. And the 6'5" junior, Colby Nutbrock, is a tough matchup, especially down low with some of the shorter guards for the Raiders. He'll step up and make the first. Will Nutbrock to give him 12. Second one is good. So the lead back up to 8, and Lucas Marcus gets a pass from Seth Paw. We'll go over to Zimmerman. Zimmerman stops, thinks about a 3. It's short, off. Raiders not there to get the rebound, but the steal by Seth Paw on Nutbrock. He'll go around the back. He'll take Nutbrock to the hole. Nope, he comes out. Paulson will get it. Paulson stops, gets it to Anders Christensen, and it goes off of his hands out of bounds. Unlucky there for the Raiders. And Goodroad will bring it up. Token pressure by Paw. Now he'll back off. Man. We'll get it down there. Nutbrock will go up. Good challenge by Lucas Marcus. Steele tries to go all the way down to Christensen. Not there. McCarty steals it. Gets it back to Riley. Riley will dribble in. Kick it out to Man. Man will drive. McCarty 3. In and out. Zimmerman, tough rebound. Will get it out to Paw. Paw will set it up on the opposite side of your screen. A little floater, not there. Follows his own shot, and good. Seth Paw. Little pass to himself off the iron, and he'll get the Raiders back within 6. Man. Gets it over. Bad pass. Gets up to Zimmerman. Zimmerman has a couple Raiders. He'll go down to Christensen. Christensen tried to go out to Paulson for the 3. Man comes down the other side. 2-hand jam off of the push from his teammate. And Kawhi Mahan got up quick there. Paw. He'll go back to Lucas Marcus. Thought about the 3. He'll go baseline. Goodroad cuts him off. He'll go into Zimmerman. Zimmerman will take Riley to the basket. Little hook. No good. Too hard off the back. Goodroad up to Nutbrock. Nutbrock. Another little weird Euro step there. Man, how did he get that rebound? And he'll get fouled on the putback. Wow. Some crazy elasticity and fast twitch there. Very impressive for the 6'1" senior guard, Kawhi Mahan. He'll go to the line with the foul going on Paulson. He makes the first. That'll give him 18 as the Raiders make some substitutions. 4:30 to go in this one. This would make it a 10-point lead for the Cavaliers if Mann can convert. He does. So he'll go up to 19 points to lead all scorers. Paw thought about taking it on the bounce. Now he'll step back and he'll take Maya and he'll throw one up against the boards. Not there. And coming out now is Jace Unzen in for Cavaliers, the 5'10 junior. And Nutbrock will go baseline and he'll get fouled either by Hansen or Crawford. That's going to be on Henry Hansen. His first. And that'll send Colby Nutbrock back to Colby Nutbrock, the 6'5 junior, to the line. He'll be short on that one. So the lead stays 10 here. He'll step away from line and step back. His second throw from the strike up, and that release is better, and he'll make that one. And Nutbrock will have 14. Zimmerman with a little delay dribble, thought about going back up, gets it out to Crawford, over to Paw. Paw. Thought about the screen and roll with Zimmerman. Great anticipation by Unzen for the behind-the-back dribble by Paw. He picks it and goes the distance for an easy 2. And the lead. Christensen had an open look, not there. Lead is 13 now. Nutbrock went up, looked like he might have traveled, no call. He tried to split defenders. He was picked, no call. Paw goes up for the layup. It's hard off the backboard, off the iron, and it goes into the hands of Unzen from Riley. Pass it over to number 2, Bo Kerner now. Kerner goes to the hoop. He's denied by Zimmerman and Christensen. And then we're going to get Nutbrock with an and one. And let's see if that goes on Crawford. That will go on Crawford.
13 foul for the Raiders, fourth team foul.
And Nutbrock will go to line, but not before the Raiders call a full timeout, as this one's kind of getting away from him here. With 3:14 to go in the third, Raiders 43, Cavaliers 58. We'll be back after this 30-second commercial on GoRaidersLive.com.
It's time for Happy Honda Days at Danny Menno Rushmore Honda. Shop the area's best selection of pre-owned Hondas and Honda certified pre-owned. Get financing as low as 1.99% APR on certified pre-owned CRVs, HRVs, and other select models. 1.99. Plus, shop a lot full of used cars, trucks, and SUVs, including 4x4s and all-wheel drives, imports, and domestics, all with Rushmore Honda discounts. See us at Danny Menno Rushmore Honda or RushmoreHonda.com.
Welcome back. 3:14 to go in the third. Nutbrock will be on the line for the Cavaliers. He's got 16 now. And the Raiders come out of the timeout. See if they come out and try to adjust defensively or throw out a new defensive look at the Cavaliers. Try to cut back into this one. Still plenty of time, especially with the three-point shooting ability of the Raiders. So the firm of Gottlob, and Gottlob gets everything situated, and we'll get to the line here with Nutbrock. His first one is good, or his finishing and one is good. Sorry about that. And Zimmerman will get it to Paw. Paw will let it dribble, so no time goes off. To Hansen. Hansen down to Zimmerman. Good feed. He turns. Little jump hook not there. Knocked away by Hansen, but out of bounds. And the length of Riley is just altering the shot of Zimmerman just enough. He's usually very consistent with those looks. McCarty now will get it in from Kerner to Unzen. Now in the game is Tyson Tees. Unzen. No, that's Bo Corner, number 2. The tough take on the baseline. little football carry and finish, baseline style. Paw, floater off the glass, not there. Hansen rushes in for the board, gets it out to Christensen. Crawford, 3! Pistol Peyton for 3. Raiders need a lot more of that. They trail 46-61. Answer right back is Unzen. Zimmerman loses the ball, and that's going to be a quick one up to number 14, Tyson Tees, and he'll one-hand layup, and we have a 20-point game here just like that with 2 minutes to go in the third. 46-66. Christensen looking over to Crawford. He has Crawford. Christensen on the mascot over to Paw. Paw on the logo. Now he'll get open lane. He'll take it and score. Tough take. But classic Seth Paw right there for a tough 2. 48-66. Go low. That's Kerner. Back to Unzen. Swing over to Riley. Riley with a little baseline jumper wide open. And buries it. Paw. Stop, pop. He'll throw a 3. Not there. Riley with the tough board. He'll fireball it. And eventually go to an easy layup by Tyson Tees. No Raiders back. They got caught trying to pressure the ball. And that first fastball pass just beat them down the floor. As the old middle school coach would tell you, passing the ball is faster than dribbling the ball. That goes out of bounds. It'll stay with the Cavaliers. We'll have a host of subs here. Gingras will come back in. Neeson will come back in. Crawford will stay in. Christensen and Lucas Marcus. For the Cavaliers, Kerner stays in. McCarty stays in. Unzen stays in. T stays in. That shot is off. And also in there will be Nutbrock for the Cavaliers, and that's going to be possession will go to the Cavaliers on that jump ball. So Raiders still fighting for it. Now they'll pick up full court pressure. Crawford will mark Unzen. Unzen now double team on the run and jump by Lucas Marcus. They'll find Nutbrock on the mascot. Over to Unzen on the logo. Unzen now on the bounce with Crawford on him. He'll stop, throw a 3, not there. Good rebound by the sophomore Jace Gingras. Neeson bring it up the floor and get it to Crawford. Crawford had some space. He gets a little flip pass to Christensen. Tough shot by him. A little flip, fadeaway jumper, not there. Right back down the other side is Cavaliers again on the run out, and Unzen just shows ball, gets Christensen up in the air and an easy 2. Crawford tries a little kick out pass, not there. And Tyson Tees throws a dart at the backboard, but it doesn't go in. So at the end of the third quarter, the Cavaliers 72, the Raiders 48. Stay right here and do a little recap here of what we have. Scoring breakdown for the Cavaliers. Kerner with 2. Unzen with 7. Mann with 21, who's taken a seat. Nutbrock, who's still been out there. 15. Tees with 4. McCarty with 5. Riley with 16. And Montanel Jensen with 2 to round out the scoring for the Cavaliers. For the Raiders, Seth Paw looks like he has 16 by my count. Looking to compare on the board, but they must have taken him out. Lucas Marcus with 5. Christensen 3. Crawford 3. Hansen 2. Zimmerman 13, 14. Gingras 2 and Paulson 3. And the Raiders will come out with Seth Paw taking a break here. It'll be Neeson, Christensen, Gingras, Crawford, and Lucas Marcus back in for Cavaliers is essentially their starting five after a nice rest. Christensen will put up a three. Crawford tried to save it. It's out of bounds. He stepped out of bounds. And for the Cavaliers will be Montanel Jensen, Colby Nutbrock, Caleb Goodroad, Kawhi Mann, and Brody McCarty. So Riley will get a little rest here. So the Cavaliers, very quick, dynamic team. That'll be a foul there. And seems like they've righted the ship after the loss to Central.
Fouls on number 15, Logan Neeson.
All right.
His fourth.
Look at their shooting percentage from last night, just as a comparison, real quickly here. And it looks like for the game from the field, the Cavaliers shot 35%, 25% from three-point land, and so already they've really improved that shooting percentage.
21, Jason Gingras, his first.
That one's on Gingras. And Mann will make both. So he's perfect from the line. Christensen to Neeson. Neeson thinks about a three, and then he goes in on Nutbrock, who knocks the ball away. Lucas Marcus takes it to the paint. Finds Christensen. Christensen trying to go baseline. Kicks it out to Lucas Marcus for three. Good! Three for Lucas Marcus, the 6'1" junior for the Raiders. Cavaliers come right back down the other side. Mann will take it to the paint. He'll hop. A nice little look to Nutbrock for an easy two. And that'll take his total to 19 with Mann having 21. So 40-point combo right there for the Cavaliers. Step back three from Lucas Marcus, not there. Neeson fights for the rebound, can't get it. That combo last night had 24, so already 16 points better in the big two. McCarty will throw a three up. It's off, but Nutbrock is right there. And Raiders forced to foul, just probably more out of frustration than anything, as they Cavaliers had a couple good looks at it. That might be on Lucas Marcus. That'll be on Crawford, his second.
Second team foul for the Raiders.
Second team for the Raiders. Van Beek, who was in, will check out. Crawford will check out. Let's reset here. Paulson, Christensen, Paul, Neeson, and Lucas Marcus for the Raiders. Same four, with the exception of Riley came in for the Cavaliers. They'll keep it under the basket. 6:20 to go. Riley over to Nutbrock. Nutbrock. Three-point look for Goodroad, and he'll drop that one. Will the 5'10" senior guard, Caleb Goodroad. And we're close to the 30-point barrier. Seth Paugh goes in, misses the layup. Logan Neeson, though, tracks down the rebound. He goes baseline, tries to drop Nutbrock down, tries to turn around fadeaway J. That was just a tough shot. And the ball goes right back to the Cavaliers. They'll throw it up, and it'll be a foul. Montanel Jensen gave a little delay on the dribble, took it to the hole, and foul on the Raiders. Not sure who that went on. Maybe
Foul is on number 2, Anders Christensen.
that was on Christensen. That'll be his third.
Foul for the Raiders.
Montanel Jensen will try to make this a 30-point game, and that one's off. And coming in for the Cavaliers will be Miley Kerner and number 14, Tyson Tees. Jensen with, it looks like, Unzen waiting for him, will go back to the line here, and he'll make that one. 29-point lead here for the Cavaliers with 5:50 to go in this one. Raiders get it to Paw. Some of these seniors may be playing in their last high school game. That's going to be a travel on Paw. He wanted to get it out to Neeson and took a little slide and kind of sums up the day for the Raiders, just not quite going their way. And now Unzen will bring it up, marked by Christensen. Christensen in a good position there. Little screen by Riley. Unzen thought about a three. Paw comes in, gets it. Neeson will get in there. Paw challenged by Miley, no foul, and he'll get a two. Right back with the three was Unzen. That misses. Raiders will get it. Flip it over to Paw. Paw with a rifle scoop pass to Lucas Marcus. It goes through his hands, out of bounds. Go back to the Cavaliers. 5:12 to go. This one gets inbounds to Tees. On the run and jump, we'll get it over to Kerner. Unzen, three, short. Rebound Kerner. He'll go back up. Blocked by Zimmerman, who's now in the game with Paulson. And Paw. Christensen. And Lucas Marcus. That one's saved. And Miley gets it unsaved. Takes it right to the basket. He'll get fouled. And some words. And they're going to give a technical. Noto was doing the talk, and they're going to clear out. They're going to clear out everybody. 34 is going to shoot, and then there's a technical foul on Jefferson with this big of a lead. Not sure why. So let's get the first foul on Lucas Marcus, and then words were shared. And technical foul, I believe, was issued. Miley will make his. Peyton Miley, a 6'1" junior. He'll step to the line for his second throw from the stripe. Good release there, and that was a Jayhawk release that I'm sure his dad, Casey Miley, taught it, as we're glad to have Mr. Miley in the crowd bearing some blue, some Kansas State Jayhawk blue. And the technical looks like it's going to, actually that technical went on Lucas Marcus because I had him marked for 0 fouls before. Now he has 2. And now the ball goes to the Cavaliers. That one is mishandled, and Paul comes out of it. He'll streak down, and he'll get an easy basket. 55-82, 4:30 to go. Riley with Zimmerman on him. He'll get it out to McCarty. McCarty over to Unzen. Unzen to Miley. Riley with a long three. Draws air, but Miley is right there. But can't convert, and Paulson will bring it back down. Let's see if he shoots. No, he gets it to Pa, who will shoot and drain the three. Seth Pa will have 20 for the day. Unzen, dribble behind the back. He'll get it. He'll go up top to Miley. Miley will go down low to Riley, and good extra pass there. And Riley will get an easy 2, and he'll have 18. And there's a 3 by Seth Pa to give him 26 and lead all scorers. I think they might have hit 3 twice there. I'll have to do my math. 26 is correct. Over the top to Christensen, and just like a quarterback throwing a lob to a wide open tight end on a seam route, he just couldn't get it off his fingertips, and nobody in the gym is more disappointed than Anders Christensen there. Raiders will set up full court pressure. Montanel Jensen back in, along with number 32, Braylon Erickson, number 23, Mercer Chapman, and number 33, Truman Olson. So Coach Tim Reck cleared his bench. Try to give everybody a chance to play in this one with 3:15 to left and a sizable lead. Seth Paul will try to keep the Raiders in it a little bit. Drayson Paulson with the 3. Good.
Drayson Paulson for 3.
And a timeout. So Paulson's able to drain a 3. Cut it back down to 20. Looks like full timeout by the Raiders.
Full timeout called by the Raiders.
So with 3:06 to go in this one, the Raiders trail by 20. We'll be right back to finish this one up. You're following Raider basketball on GoRaidersLive.com, liveticket.tv.
This time of year, you never know what Mother Nature has planned. Be ready for it in a 4x4 truck or sport utility from Danny Menho Toyota. Shop a great selection of go-in-the-snow 4x4s and all-wheel drives, domestics, and imports. Plus, the area's best selection of used Toyotas and Toyota Certified Pre-Owned. Get financing as low as 4.99% APR for up to 72 months on Certified Pre-Owned, including RAV4s. See us at Danny Menho Toyota or DannyMenhoToyota.com.
Welcome back. Great job again, a replay by the production team. Saw the long 3 by Drayson Paulson from the mascot. And with 2:50 to go, Raiders trail. That one gets back from Montanel Jensen back to Nutbrock, who will dribble in. He wants to take Christensen low. That was almost travel. They're going to call it travel. That's a good call. Anders Christensen did a great job of maintaining his legal guarding position. Looks like he might have taken a forearm or elbow to the face. Lucas Marcus will come back in for him as Anders Christensen kind of goes for the nose, like maybe he might feel a little bleeder there. But at any rate, Seth Paul will bring it back down for the Raiders. Couple dribbles. He'll hand off to Paulson. Logo launch, and just a little bit too far for the senior, who felt that one. And 2:35 to go. Pressure comes. Nutbrock beats it to Jensen. Jensen over to number 32, Erickson. Erickson will throw one up in the lane. Not there. Zimmerman helped alter that. Paul, long 3, good! Standing about even with the and Raiders. Seth Paul will drain a 3. He'll have 29 on perhaps his final game as a high school scholar athlete. That'll be a foul on Seth. And that's 5 on the Raiders. From here on out, the Cavaliers will go to the line. And the sophomore, Montanel Jensen, short on the first one. The firm will get everything in order, set the ball back for Montanel and his second throw from the stripe. See what his release looks like here. Looks like a good release, got a little arc on it, and good for him. So he's 50% from the line. Seth Paw is going to travel. He took that little extra step. And he's not seeing it, but as the broken record I will be, as the defender gave a little bit of resistance, Paw took an extra step in there, and as much as I don't want to admit it, he did. Nutbrock now will take it up on the side. Good defense by the Raiders, and there's going to be a push there and a foul. And Shane Gottlob, the official, comes in and just kind of sweeps away all the activity due to the earlier technical foul. Just a great job of managing that aggressive effort play by both sides. Wow, that was pretty impressive by that young official, compared to me anyway, youth. But great job there managing that situation. Wow, that was impressive. Good job by the official there. Paw will go baseline, and another call. And that one is on Braylon Erickson. That's going to be his first. And Paw now. Well, nope, that's only 3 fouls on the Cavaliers. I got caught looking at the wrong side of the board. Lucas Marcus to Zimmerman. Back to Paw. Paw for 3. Good! 32! For Seth Paw, the senior leader for the Raiders. Lead back down to 15. Nutbrock just holds it at the top. They're content to run clock. Lucas Marcus thought he knocked it out with a hand check, but we're going to get a foul, and that'll send Nutbrock to the line. Oh, no, there's not going to be a foul. Just called out of bounds. I thought I saw him with the foul mechanic, but that was my fault. Miley now in with Montanel Jensen. Miley will take it to the hole, and he'll kick it back out to number 23, Mercer Chapman. Get it back out to Miley. He'll go over to Erickson. Erickson will drive. He'll put the back up with that. Just at the end of the shot clock, Braylon Erickson works hard for 2. And it looks 17-point lead now. Paw, step back 3, not there. Lucas Marcus gets the rebound. And Coach Brandon Yellowrobe tried to call a timeout, and he's going to call a timeout for subs. Coach Brandon Yellowrobe with 51.3 is going to take his seniors. Looks like his seniors are going to come off the floor. And so the seniors will get a round of applause for their efforts for the Raiders. And the host of Raiders will get a shot here to get some time. Bridger Karn comes in as seniors all get a little love here. Will Nebelsack will come in. Logan Neeson will come off. What a classy move by Coach Yellowrobe, one by one, acknowledging the seniors as they all come off. Seth Paw as well. And Zimmerman, Karn, Lucas Marcus, Will Nebelsack, and Jet Vifquain will be on the floor to finish this one out for the Raiders. Lucas Marcus, he'll throw up a long 3. It barely draws iron. It goes off of Mercer Chapman out of bounds. And for the Cavaliers, it'll be Chapman, Jensen, Olsen, Miley, and Erickson to finish this one off. Lucas Marcus gets a rebound, kicks it out. Zimmerman for 3. Not there. Kicks another one out to Zimmerman. He'll take another 3. This one's an air ball. Go out of bounds with 30.5 seconds. It'll be Cavalier ball with the shot clock off, and coming back also into is Ferris Pendergraph, number 4 for the Raiders, and number 23, Moses Loftus. So this one will go out to Loftus. Loftus, couple dribbles, he'll get it out to Pendergraph. Pendergraph, content to just dribble this one out, reset a final shot here. Vifquain to Nebelsack. Nebelsack into the corner to Vifquain. To Loftus. Loftus 3. Almost there. Good look. And this one's going to be over. Miley will just get it over the timeline and then hold on to it here. And that'll be the end of it. So after the final buzzer, the Cavaliers 87. Raiders 70. The Cavaliers will move to 10-10 and prepare for SODAC 16 play. The Raiders will move to 5-15, and they'll wait to see how everything wraps up across the state PowerPoint-wise. But at this point, they are ranked 1 seed out of contention for Sweet Six or for the SODAC 16. However, I haven't done the math. I haven't looked at the math, so that's just me saying where they are coming into this game. We will come right back after 60 seconds to bring you the wrap-up with the stats and the Raider of the game. So stick around right here on GoRaidersLive.com. We'll be back in 60.
Lucky for us, life is full of choices, big and small. They define us, make us who we are. And when it comes time for you to choose a car, home, your next big adventure, or start a new business, Farmers Union Insurance has the variety of coverage options to protect each perfect moment. Farmers Union Insurance. Contact your local Farmers Union Insurance agent today.
Futures aren't made by accident. They're dreamt, they're planned, they're discovered. At Northern State University, futures are the result of hard work and grit. NSU is an academic powerhouse with a spirit of exploration and genuine support, where professors know your name and push you to discover what you're truly capable of. But don't take our word for it. When you experience Northern, you'll see the difference here.
Welcome back to GoRaidersLive.com. As we wrap this one up, thank you again to the production crew for those two great replays of long three by the, just even with the I in Raiders on the letters, by Seth Paw, and then another one from the near corner here on your screen. Shout out to Seth Paw there for his last game, 32 points. And tough one. Way to end there for the Raiders. Let's look at the stats here, breakdown. The Jefferson Cavaliers, 12 turnovers to 16 for the Raiders. In rebounds, 38 for the Cavaliers, 36 for the Raiders. 10 offensive boards for the Cavaliers, 18 for the Raiders. And part of that reason is their shooting percentage. Didn't have to rebound a lot as they were 53% from the field, 25% from three-point line, and 83% from the free throw stripe. The Raiders were 38% from the field, 29% from three-point land, and 67% from the charity stripe. And again, that breakdown of scoring for the Cavaliers, Mahan had 21, Goodroad 3, Nutbrock 19, McCarty 5, Riley 18, Kerner 2, Unzen 7, Tees 4, Chapman 4, Erickson 2, and Miley 2. Scoring for the Raiders, Gingras had 2, Henry Hansen with 2, Peyton Crawford had 3, also with 3, Anders Christensen. Drayson Paulson had 6. Lucas Marcus had 8. Andrew Zimmerman 14. And Seth Paw had 32. We'll get to the Raiders of the game here, chosen by the staff here. And the Raiders of the game are the 3 seniors. Seth Paw, Logan Neeson, and Drayson Paulson. Thanks once again to all you seniors. I know you recognized last night, but hats off to you. And as Henry Hansen fittingly said in his interview today, you guys have helped lay the foundation to a new style of ball here or at Stevens High School from Henry's perspective. So hats off to you, and thank you for all you're done. And hopefully the numbers will come out and we'll have one more game to play. So, on behalf of the producers, Jacob and Delaney, thank you for following Raiders Athletics, subscription free on GoRaidersLive.com, liveticket.tv. We'll see you next time.